We're going live and we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Let me first say big up and thank you for being here, Miss Goldie Robinson. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Shout out to the payroll attendees. It's Friday. People want their money. Shout out to the chefs in the kitchens, secretaries in the offices, strippers on the poles, the girl them around a back road. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. It's Friday, baby, and we're here and we're happy to be here. You know what I mean? You're a good person. Shout out to you. And on days like this, we say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I'm feeling good this morning. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling good this morning. You know, I mean, I make myself feel good all the time. Have nothing to feel. You always have something to feel good about. I feel good. Ain't no going around it. I hope y'all are feeling the same way this morning. Virtuous Fire is in the building. Donna Davis is here. Sharon Ingram is here. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Miss Goldie Robinson, first one in. We have a lot of things to talk about this morning. This morning, we're going to run about a 2 hour live, and that's what it's going to be for this morning. We have a lot going on this weekend as well, right? Marie's Message 411 TV. Let me say it before I forget it. That's my fellow content creator sister right there. Go over to her channel, click her name, and share the love, hit the subscribe button, and engage her content and these kind of things. Big up yourself, Marie's Message 411 TV. Thank you for being here. Marie's Message 411 TV, so you choose a memorable name that can't be lost among other names. I actually tell people that when they're like, so Flo, me want to do the YouTube thing, but may I have a problem. I try to choose a name and then me not really know what me really want to talk about, and but me want to do it, because I have so much to say and so much to give. I always tell them two things. One, find something that you really love to do and make your channel be about that. And two, get a name that everybody, like, they won't forget your name, right? And your name will stand out. A lot of people are, so Flo, go check out my channel. And when I do go check out their channel, I see like 10 other channels come up with the same name. Or you can't find them because they're lost in a sea of names. So just a little FYI we are put out there. Simon G, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Topics on the table this morning. I'm probably going to go rogue for a minute and go off over my go through my phone because I'm a sea of content during the week that I feel we need to talk about. And we'll save that for later though. What is pressing and at the top of the list this morning though? We say pen and paper, All right. What is pressing and at the top of the list this morning is, I don't know if y'all see the story about the Ghanaian pastor in Texas. The man is from Ghana. He stabbed his bride to death. A Ghanaian pastor stab up him bride, multiple holy pastor. There's a twist to the story, a LGBTQ twist to the story that is rather, I wanted to ask my audience's opinion of. And not only that, I wanted to also have this be a moment where you send a message to certain people who are of certain lifestyles that you want to disclose certain things on XYZ and blah blah blah. So that's on the table this morning. There's a statistic that I think is sad that says 90%, 95% of people will never find true love. And it goes on with more, which I'll get into in a minute. And then, of course, Vybz Kartel is at the Barclays tonight, this month from 90s, and it's going to be crazy because all everybody has been talking about, especially New Yorkers, is the Brooklyn Anthem. Now, I claim to know every Vybz Kartel song. I did not know there was a song called Brooklyn Anthem. I know the song because people like Bobby Shmurda always playing the song. All of the big name people them from Brooklyn that actually have some Caribbean background, they're always playing the song. So we all know the song, right? That's why you hear me say this man from 90s. But I didn't know that the song was called Brooklyn Anthem. And I listened to that song in its complete entirety this morning. Vybz Kartel is so way ahead of his time, but we're gonna get into that as well. All right, so Pandamonium tonight at the Barclays when Brooklyn turn out, and then there is something that just went into effect this morning considering immigration that I think everybody needs to hear real quick. And of course, also the murder rate has dropped in Jamaica by 35%. However, police killing is up by 163%. Them the thing that we're gonna talk about this morning. And if we run out of time and have space, I will dig into my phone and go rogue and we're gonna explore some things. Cocoa tea business is on the table and things, boy, cocoa tea dead and gone and probably don't even business because them said the dead has no part with the living. So the man in yonder land. But there's a lot of stuff going on concerning cocoa tea. You know, any one of them there you want me to start out with, I can start out with. And we have enough people here to take a survey and you choose where we should start out. Do you want to start out with the Ghanaian pastor in Texas? Or do you want to start out with Vybz Kartel in Brooklyn tonight at the Barclays? Do you want to start out with the sad statistic that 95% of people will never find true love? Do you want to start out with everyone in the US illegally must register by today? That's the immigration deadline, the immigration update. Or do you want to start out with the murder rate has dropped in Jamaica by 35%, but the police killing is up by 163%? You have 60 seconds to go. Choose and go, and I will meet you there. In the meantime, let me queue up something just in case you choose this first. We can get started with that first. Let me see my paper. It's da 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 da. Nobody is saying anything. Don't worry, I'll choose for you. Uh, Give me a second there. May I watch the screen? Me I'm gonna say one word, one person answer. We're all 30 seconds in already. Bunches, thank you. It looked like we're gonna start off with the pasta bunches because you chose that, and you're the only one that chose. The people them look like them still asleep this morning. It's okay. We're gonna run 2 hours and then the 2 hours will be up and then the video will be up for those who want to watch and engage to do exactly that. All right. So Banches chose the Ghanaian pastor in Texas arrested for stabbing his transgender wife to death. Here's the thing. Let me put the story to you because the headline caught me first. And somebody sent it to me. One of them sent it to me. So Flo, you see this. So I saw me come across this one. All right. The headline, I was like, okay, you sending me something about a man that knowingly married a transsexual. I don't see where that would fit in my platform, you know. But as I read through the details, it turns out to be something completely different, right? My Trinidad would have say he got a 6 for a 9. A shocking incident has taken the Ghanaian community in Texas, USA, after a pastor named Isaac allegedly stabbed his wife Sandra over 40 times. Stabbed Sandra to death. The tragic event occurred after Isaac discovered that Sandra was a transgender on their wedding night. According to reports, Isaac had him by pussing a bag man. According, according to reports, Isaac had followed biblical scriptures and had refrained from intimacy with Sandra until their wedding night. I'm saying, we'll get a tight little twip to work with. According to reports, again, let me repeat, Isaac is a pastor and he had followed scriptures and had refrained from intimacy with his to-be wife until their wedding night. However, upon discovering Sandra's gender identity, Isaac became enraged and violently attacked her. This is after them walk down island, get married, big church wedding and everything. I have the two pictures. When I make the icon later, I will put their pictures up. Big wedding with white suit and white dress and walk down island. Now me supposed to strip off your white dress and see something nice and me buck up in a something when me have the by you to down there so. So upon discovering Sandra's gender identity, Isaac became enraged and violently attacked her. Some members of Isaac Church allegedly knew about Sandra's transgender status, but they themselves kept it a secret from him. Nobody never want to go up to him and say, Pastor, me think so your wife is a man, there's rumors because they thought it was a rumor. They heard it, they kind of heard it floating around, but they didn't entertain it because they thought it was a rumor. So this revelation has raised questions about the church's role in this tragedy and whether they bear any responsibility at all for not disclosing Sandra's gender identity to Isaac. Your church is supposed to be a family, right? You see the pastor, I go down that part there. You think you know something, you should have blown the whistle, or was it their place to say anything at all? The Ghanaian community in Texas is still reeling from this news, and many of them are calling for justice to be served. Isaac is currently in police custody facing charges of murder, a charge of murder. As the investigation unfolds, more details about the event leading up to the tragedy are expected to emerge. The incident bears some resemblance to a similar case back in 2020 when another Ghanaian pastor, Sylvester Ofori, was sentenced to life in prison for murdering his wife, Barbara Tummy, in Orlando, USA. I covered that story back then. She wasn't no transgender though. She was a woman. They were having issues and he actually was going to also kill her dad too. But they left before he could him head take him and him decide for us do it. Uh, they got caught up somewhere, something. I remember that story because I covered that story, but it's a different there. So the Ghanaian community is still grappling with the implications of this tragedy, and many are calling for greater awareness, and some are now calling for a greater acceptance of the LGBTQ community and individuals within their community that attend their church. When you talk to me and talk to me nice. Marie's message 411, Marie's message 411 TV says, SOUFLO, that is very deceiving. Why didn't the person explain to the pastor that they were trans when pastor asked for marriage? She was stabbed over 40 times. That is rage. Listen, if somebody and you don't really have nothing, they might stab you one time. You know, when somebody do a blind stab and run, I've seen those kind of stabs kill people because the one stab the wife through. You know, she has this husband who beat her all the time, and the one time she decides to defend herself, she pick up the knife and she do a little blind stab, and the little blind stab hit a fatal organ. And the police report says he was stabbed once. When you see people get stabbed 40 times, that man was stabbing like how Miss Ruby used to beat with. When she used to say, yo, no, sir, yo, nothing, go over there. I told you that. And them kind of stab that they get, you dirty, nasty, why you did this to? She get tab up. I totally agree, Marie's message 411 TV. That is a heterosexual man that had no interest, obviously, in being a part of that lifestyle. We've seen this happen many times before. I saw a video recently. There's a person who's from Jamaica who put out a video on put out a video on Instagram of and the person to me looked like a woman, but a strong woman. Now, the more the person did that talk, I was looking because I'm listening to what the person is saying, and the person definitely looked like a dude. And when we start really look, me see like the beard shadow. No matter how a man shave off him beard, you can still tell say a beard is supposed to be there because that area of skin just never looks the same like up here. So again, right? But this person was there saying stuff like, yes, and like talking about all her or his her adventures of Jamaica, you know, his her adventures. People say me nothing do the video, but what am I gonna do? Me them can't do me nothing. And you know what, me policeman and me have this your man and that the man and me tell you about one time when the policeman nearly killed me, and one time when this I wanna find out say that me is, but him say him want some anyway, and like they take their chances, and for some of them apparently this is a thrill. But you must understand, say you can lose your life like this, right? Just as in this case. Now, imagine going even further, because this is not that person who is talking from Jamaica. Now looking at my thing there, I see if I did save the video. But that person who was talking from Jamaica, right? That person didn't lead somebody into a relationship. That person that worked on the road, like back road girl. Yeah, that person that is proud of that and says that's what I do. So it's a fleeting moment of an encounter, which is completely different from somebody whining and dining and courting you and looking forward to marriage with you, and you're selling this person a life, you know, of we're gonna be together as a family and we're gonna have children. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Morning, SOUFLO.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. You hit a point when you say some of them do it for a thrill.
Yeah, they do, because I've heard them talk about it before.
Yes, it's like a challenge to basically to prove that the person is not straight
To broke out
like
a
they
straight
say
man.
they are.
Wow.
That's what some of them do. I cover a lot of these subjects on my channel, but I deal with it from a down low level, like narcissists and down low men. I cover a lot of that on my channel. But what some of them do, it's like a challenge to them to prove to society and to themselves that this person is not straight as they say.
Them can broke out a straight man.
Exactly. And it's like every time they do it,
it's a bragging
it's
right.
like a notch in their belt.
Right.
It's like bragging rights.
Right. I've heard them. I've heard them before. This ain't
Yeah.
new. Yeah, I've heard them say it before.
Now go back in that chat.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That was Mary's message 411 TV. Listen, one time in there in New York, you see, and I keep on telling the story. Those of you who have followed me for years, some of my stories get repetitive, but that's because my stories are real and I can't undo them or redo them one next way unless I start telling lies. And just the fact that I'm able to still tell you the same story the same way is because it happened just like that, right? I'm in New York. I'm on 42nd Street in Manhattan, and I'm waiting for me. I wait for go home, and something approached me, and I said something approached me that I could tell immediately that that was a man, but that man was dressed like a woman, right? And the person was like, I try to force the female voice, like, what's up with you? I said, I'm straight. I don't know why not. I personally come out of my mouth. I'm straight. But I was actually saying I'm straight as in I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want nothing from you. I'm good. It's kind of like a polite way of saying, leave me alone, type of thing. I'm straight. You're the person, though. No, you not. You see, when the person said, no, you not, I thought about, I can tell, or something like that. My spirit got so angry, you know? I don't know. Something stopped me from doing what I thought what I was going to be doing. The little knife for me used to carry upon me. I have a fish hook on the back of it. So if you stab with it and pull it back, it rip one next way. And I just found it in my stuff. Still have it up to this day from them many years ago. And he want, But I was like, you know what? Let me just hurry up and get her from that area. And I never left the area as fast as I find that train station, run down in it, and got the hell up out of there. So the whole years I lived in Brooklyn, I never really liked going to Manhattan because of that. Because they were flamboyant and they were out, but they weren't afraid to approach you either. Now, I'm not saying maybe I was going through my phobic phase, right? I'm being honest, but at the same time, them did too forward for me. Them did too forward for me. So, but yeah, you're supposed to tell somebody that. You tell somebody that up front. No battle boy here. The song Michael Montana sing, big fat fish not even age well. Them a go round the thing. A pum pum bring me here and it take me out. Wait there. The big fat fish song when Marshall Montana big fat fish. When Marshall Montana sing, he said that not even age well. They will go around the thing. A boom boom bring me here and I to take me out. Well, I don't know if it's going to take me out. You know, I was having this discussion with wifey the other day and I said I wouldn't mind if that is what took me out. But we're not sure if I want to take you out. But I understand your plight, my friend, or your comment. I agree with you as well. Yeah. So my thing about it for the Ghanaian pastor is this. The church members had no loyalty to you to say anything. The people around you, if you're my close friend, I can say to you, say, yo, John John, come here. Come here and talk to you. The girl where you can't come over here the other day, Lisa. You know, look for Lisa foot and sister if your foot big and for you. You know, see her knee cup them hard like man knee. Like she do carpeting or sitting for her living, like she spend whole heap of time on her knee them. You know, see her elbow back them tough. You know, say man have very telling things about themselves, you know. We elbow them look different from woman elbow. We knee them look different from woman knee. We shin bone area look different from woman shin bone area. I don't know, I be thinking some men just want that. But anyhow, if I'm a brethren, my close brethren, I think you have a right to be like, yo, bro, come here. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I must say, what? I say, man, you actually do nothing yet. Me not try. Get into your business, you know, cause I'm old school. I'm one of them guys that believe that you don't need to come talk to me about your sexploits, especially with your significant other. Now, if a loose girl and a man circle and you talk normal thing, yo, brother, I'm still building up the one day and that's different. But if that's your woman, you shouldn't be out here discussing that with brethren. And so me no want to hear it. But I will ask, did y'all do nothing already? Like, you know, dogo yet? And she, Imago said, no, we not reach that so yet. You touch down there so yet? Me I ask you, you touch down there so yet? No, sir, not even that me not do yet. A good girl, you know. Me I say, you sure is a girl? Cause me here say, you know, and from some reputable sources. And when me I do as a friend now, I will force him to go try to find out on his own. Me I say, brother, before you get any more invested because you sound like you really, really like this girl or this thing, go make sure say it is what it is for you. That's a close friend, but not my pastor. If pastor is courting and is telling his church, remember the pastor live according to the Bible, right? Or is trying to. So the pastor is leading by example and letting the church. Nothing wrong with a pastor being single and seeking out a mate and looking to attach himself to a woman. So the church is going with it. The church don't have anything bad to say about him. Like, pastor is a player. He's not a real pastor. You know, him married and divorced and have gal on the side and that kind of a guy. This pastor is known to be squeaky clean. So this pastor is now dating and has introduced this individual to his congregation who has become a member of his congregation and has now been a part of the flock for some time. Nobody never brave enough to say, I don't think your fiance is a woman. I think your fiance is a man. Nobody wanted to say it to him. And I don't think it was their job to say it to him either. I think it was his job to find out. Yeah. Call me forward. If you want me wait, I will wait. But my hand is going there like almost immediately. You know? And that's old school rules, man. We're not buying no pussy in no bag around here. We don't want to get liquid at 6 for a 9 around here. That those are rules that come with the game. So I don't know how a grown man could have dated. That's high school stuff, by the way. I'm saving my virginity. And yes, and two high school lovers, and we're saving ourselves for each other. If you're a grown man and you out here in this world, don't make nobody fool you and tell you about them and save themselves, brother. That somebody else was there already. 99.999% the chances. That little 0.001% there, God bless you if you ever find one of them there in a big people age. Cause that no exists no more. Somebody did something there before you. So nobody take that up on your head about, oh, it's pure and clean and I'm waiting. You're gonna get caught. At least some me get a stink finger or something. You know, me get a little stinky finger, something. Let me see. Come on, make sure say that. And even then, I think I'm educating some people this morning. Even then, that's not even guaranteed because you're gonna ask for stinky finger. The one them that have had the complete transition, that mean them when you cut off and them make hole in there. You're gonna go down there and go feel here in front and feel hole, and then you're gonna be like, okay, so she have something. All right, so it's a woman, but good. Now we can keep going with this relationship, not knowing that it's a man. So me I wonder about Pastor. Like Pastor never, they refrained from intimacy. They never used to kiss, exchange lips and tongue, and man thing turn up on him and he must say, Blood fire, Lord God, you have to go, Lord God have to go help me and take me off of this cause in them me want go kind of thing. I don't Pastor, how did he do that? How it passed this up? That is common. That is normal. You know? Mr. Brum Brum says the freaking weekend. It's not their job to say it to him, Donna Davis. I don't think it is their job to say it to him either. When I do the icon for this video, actually here they are. Let me show you. I may have them on the computer that I can actually. Here they are. So when I do the icon later, I will put up the pictures on the icon. But that's her or the wife, and that's the pastor. See them there? He stabbed the wife. Now looking at that person, nowadays you can't go by looks, right? So that's them right there. So we can put a face to the story. All right. Boy, I'll tell all my sons this. Unless you want to get hit with a 6 for a 9. It can be bad in another way too. It could be, no disrespect, ladies, but you do the same thing too. You want to feel the weng before you go all the way, because what if you and you each other and we won't kiss or anything because it will heighten our sexuality and our attraction to each other and make us do ungodly things. And you go through 2 years of dating and courting, and wedding day come and you walk down aisle and everything, and boy take off clothes and get ready to do him thing, and all you feel is something will look like the top of your finger, your thumb. I told y'all I saw a video. There was a woman stripping on a pole, and she asked for a guy from the audience. And a brother go up there, and he must stand up there, and she lead him up on the pole. And she dance and go down like she gonna do something. And him there, I get all excited. I rub him hand in her ear as she goes down there. She just dancing and simulating so far. And she did one drag like this, woof, and draw down in pants. The room is packed. I never knew that somebody's stuff could look like that until I seen it, but I saw it after. I saw it years later in the long-term care facilities once I got into OT and started, being around elder people, especially those who had something wrong with them, like stroke or something over the years, and the thing draw back in. But this was And the brother did turn up there in front of everybody like him did a work with something and he didn't care who was seeing it. You know, do you want her to come bubble pan it and do what she had to do with it? And the stripper stopped dancing and started laughing so hard. Somebody had to come like help her up. I mean, she laughed till she rolled upon the ground. You know, so I mean, women, you're gonna try to find out what's there before you go all the way to talk about marriage and find out honeymoon night. Say nothing no dead. That's the same advice I would give to brothers. You know, you want to find out what's there first, bro, before you start talking about courting and dating and, you know, heading to marriage and all that stuff. That's the world we live in now. Back in the day when I was growing up, they would say, check the neck, check the neck. It was a saying. Because, you know, a man have like big Adam's apple like me and these things. Well, not anymore. You know, they have procedures where they shave the Adam's apple and all them something they know. So not even check the neck don't work no more. Facts don't lie. People do says them can put on the makeup. The Adam's apple can't hide. No, the Adam's apple can hide. It can hide. That's what I'm telling you right now. They have a procedure where they shave the Adam's apple. Go look it up. So the Adam's apple can't hide now. You know, years ago, you know, me I say when this thing started becoming more prominent and more in our faces is when I started looking like they used to say check the neck. Me I check neck and me still can't see, cause me can't see nothing under them neck. And then I discovered that there is a procedure where the Adam's apple gets shaved. Yeah. Well, here we are. Pastor is incarcerated without bail. I'll say this in closing. I saw people saying that he should have just walked away. I can't say he should have just walked away. I don't want to promote violence against, I don't want to promote violence against anybody or any particular community. There's a warning in this video that you should be transparent, right? And it will save trouble in the end. I don't want to promote no violence against nobody, but as far as the pastor goes, I don't think that, I don't think the man should have go to prison at all. I don't. I think he was caught up. He was caught up. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Yeah, Father, slow morning.
Manners and respect, family. What go on?
Some of them people are going like, they know say pastor have feelings.
Like a man a human, not true?
Yo, you know much in night pastor have wet dream bodies.
We
Hard.
a plan.
Wait and a moon and a grieve.
And a plan.
And a plan.
Well,
And
more
then at the
setting.
end of the day, you don't get nothing for your labor. That are like a man walk your hard and not hear you know, man.
I man a plan family and everything, you know.
Man do anything anybody would do in that moment.
Yeah.
Because I think you say you are just you fall short, just like a regular man.
That's why I don't feel like
a regular man.
I don't feel like him to go to prison, brother.
You
I feel
like to see people like that still, you know.
Mm.
When we first come in or so,
Mhm.
check everything in a flashlight. Me have a look up in a this, you know. The country me come from and me say me can't get food.
See it.
I mean, I plan to get food.
See it.
So, you check master, you have to group in there and look with light like you're a doctor. Can't get food.
Yeah.
You know what? Rough, man.
And them times there.
If you give a chance.
Yeah, that me feel so, brother. I me feel him to give him a chance to, but you know, a black man and a Texas, so you know that go already. Yeah.
Then people have to stop to see people, yo.
Right.
You can't lead a person on so long and then break out now and do something tragic. Yeah, ball out. Oh, yes, it's a hate crime. We're under fire. But you deceive a person for so long. So about that person, right, that you deceive?
The deception, brother, the deception. I don't know, regular deception that neither, you know, bro. This is the man who will sexuality I go switch now.
Imagine, you're straight all your life, you say you're a pastor. Now you feel like you're a batty man.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we got the guy right there. The father, do it yourself.
Manners and respect, bro.
Alright.
You want to say, imagine you're straight all your life, all of a sudden you feel like a battle. Yeah, then they love upon this thing. Oh man. Um, here what? We're gonna leave that one and go into the other one. The other one of this morning is the whole Cococa Tea thing. We have to visit again because it looked like it's getting out of control now. You know, if him did check, him would not have this problem. Yes, Norma Jean, but that's what I say. He's a pastor, and he was trying to live by the word. You know, you not touch it and not. You don't want to defile. You know, and that's what he did. They were never intimate. They courted, and they went to marriage. And honeymoon night is the time when things are supposed to be revealed. And what was revealed to him caused him to stab that person up 40 times, 40 plus times. 5Field63, thank you for being here. Shout out to our British family. Afternoon, SOUFLO, and everyone else on this platform, all the way from England. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Norma Jean said, did for check. Because if him did check, this would not happen. So that is the message of the morning. And to make sure I on check. Jerome, big up yourself. Jerome said, where we from in Jamaica, man? Man can't have stiff breasts. From we see stiff breasts. We say, half a woman that. We're never gonna check neck. I saw. You might get catch. It's a different day and age, brother. It's a different day and age. Remember, say them depend on hormones now, you know. So man, I walk around with stiff breasts now. You might, why? Why? So you have to check. Puss in a bag. Don't buy puss in a bag. Mr. Bram says. Nan says in reality, it is reality. It is really hard out here in this day and age. Yes, because you know everything is not what it seems. Okay, nobody is what they seem to be, and everything is something else. Something else. I mean, look. Taking our first glance, right? Taking our first glance. The first thing we told people in our church, I thought about, oh, they make a lovely couple. Pastor found himself a beautiful wife. They make a laugh. They make a lovely couple. Pastor found himself a beautiful wife. You know, when is the wedding? Nah. It's different today. Out of the Hudson River, it's crazy here right now. Oh, Reggae Girl, we saw the helicopter went down and 6 individuals died in the Hudson River. It's a family CEO of a seaman, like seaman that makes the earphone, not the earphones, but the hearing aids. I bought a seaman hearing aid for my grandfather. I had the seaman hearing aid actually brought in from Germany, because here they sold it for like $1,800 or something dollars, and I think I got it for like $400 and something dollars from Germany. I had it shipped here, and then I brought it to an audiologist and had the audiologist like tweak it. The audiologist was like, your grandfather is not here with me, so I can't, you know, tweak it to his specifications, but I'll do it to the level of somebody who has almost lost all hearing. That's the time where I told y'all when I went to Jamaica and I put my grandfather hearing aid on him, that he was like, me hear the hug them round the back, because he had pigs and the pigs were in the back part of the property. They picked them far enough and he could hear the pig from up a front veranda, which made me so happy, you know, and he was able to talk to my son and all these things. Anyhow, yeah, the tragedy, man, tragedy. What are we gonna do? Trauma bond. It happened. This isn't the first one. the military helicopter just ran into the civilian plane the other day, kill off a bunch of people, um a whole gymnastic team or ice skating team or something like that. Like these things happen, life in a fleeting moment. I wish this pastor all the best. I hope he gets out some kind of leniency within the law. I hope a judge takes into consideration, put himself in those shoes. Like if that was you, what would you do? When you're foot not in the shoes, it's easy for you to say anything. You know what I mean? Condolences to the people who passed away from that helicopter going down as well. But that's life and tragedies do happen. But back to this pastor, I hope a judge looks into his case with some kind of empathy. Easy to say what you would do. I would just walk away, kind of thing, until you're there. You know, that's that. He gonna get crime of passion. Banches says, do they have that in the U.S.? I've never seen them pull that up in the U.S. in a criminal crime of passion. Me just see them sentence people. You stab somebody over 40 times. You better have a good defense because you go into prison for probably the rest of your life. You know how the prosecution is going to paint him, right? Savage. Yeah, he's Ghanaian. He's from Ghana. And they're savage. He stabbed that person 40 times. Not once, not twice, not 10, not 20, 40 times. God go with him. God go with him. That's all I can say. We have crime of passion in Florida, Banches. Karen, notice you're not late. You just missed one story as we head into another story. Let's knock this other story out the way real quick. And then we can get into other things. So JFJ. We spoke about JFJ yesterday. They seem to be a human rights group in Jamaica that advocates for human rights. They are called Jamaicans for Justice, or JFJ. So JFJ is now to lead a protest against the police killing, what they call a crisis, demand accountability from the Jamaican police. Because, the first, what they're touting now is that the murder rate is down by 35%. So according to the latest statistics that were published by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the country, Jamaica, recorded a 35% dip in murders over the first quarter. Everybody knows that in order to get a whole, you have quarters, right? You can break it down in quarters. 4 quarters make $1. So I guess the first 4 months, right, of the 12 months, which make a year, the first quarter. Somebody are gonna say, damn, you talk to your audience like they're dumb. You would be surprised. And I'm not saying that people are dumb. I'm just saying some people just like when I break stuff all the way down. And plus, I don't speak to insult anybody. I just speak just in case somebody who is not understanding of can get a proper understanding. See? So the first quarter's numbers came in, and murders in Jamaica are at a 35% difference, dip, low, compared to last year. Hi, beautiful. You going bye-bye? It's hot outside? Mm-hmm. I love you.
Love you.
Come, daddy. Give me some love. Oh, you smell good. You smell very buttery.
My mom put something on me.
She put something on you?
Yes.
All right, say hi to the people. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
All right, so for those who don't know, this is little Milani. Milani is 4 years old, and my baby girl is going off to school, and this is her
Outfit check
segment. All right, so we're gonna do our outfit check so she can go bye-bye. All right. All right, jump up on daddy. Let's get your outfit check going. Stand up. Here we go. So today we're rocking this beautiful girly top right here. It's pretty warm outside. And Friday Day. Remember we used to have Friday a jeans day? Friday jeans day. So she's rocking her jeans. Watch her pose them now. Oh, you think she joke? Ah, and so we're doing pink floral top,
Top.
strappy sleeves, um, blue jeans, button down jeans, and show your shoes, mommy. And we're working with some Pumas. Shout out to Puma. We support Puma. Puma supports us. All right. She got her Pumas on. Pink is her favorite color, right? All right. All right. Come on now. And of course, you got to show off the beautiful hair and the beautiful face and those gorgeous eyes. Make your eyes smile. All right. I love you.
Oh, yeah.
Give me hugs. Oh, I'll see you later, okay?
Can you bring me some chips?
Let me bring you some chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and mommy coming to get you.
So you have to go to the jet.
What you say, babe? You fi tell me. Come back, mommy. You gotta tell the people bye bye. Tell them have a good day.
Have a good day.
You don't, babe? Okay. Here. You gonna just full up your tongue. Why am I talking into the mic? Okay. All right, babe. 1 second. You good?
Yeah.
Well, okay. All right. Here we are. Pause. Turn up for true. Yeah, you see how she work our pause. She she's very girly. I love that. I love that. Anyway, back to what we were saying before. Thanks to the people who give your hearts and make my baby girl feel good. She super loves this segment right here. It's a way to get her involved and all that, and I appreciate you for doing that. Thank you. All right. Now, so between January 1st and April 5th of this year, the police recorded 191 murders in Jamaica. All right, cool. This is a decrease of 107 when compared with the corresponding period of last year, according to the data. So 107 murders less. That's a significant amount. I don't know, one and two, and we're talking lives here, right? So okay, me give credit for that. 107 murders less, but I also still think it's because it's an election year. Not only that, I'm also thinking they will definitely make up for it by the end of the year. If we dip below 1,000 this year, it'll be the first time we have dipped below 1,000 in, wow, I can't even say how long, because we've been doing over 1,000 for no be a what decade what? We've been doing over 1,000 for over 20 something years, probably 30 years. Now the shootings are down by 26%, while rapes are down by 57%, which is it really down by 57%, or people are just not reporting them? Because, you know, all right, babe. Now that's a big deal, said Minister of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, during a post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House on Wednesday. Today is Friday. That's 107 less families mourning their children. 107 less. We have to think about that. When the numbers are going up, we were all exclaiming, and rightfully so. And as the numbers go down, we have to celebrate that, right? I agree. 14 of the 19 police divisions across the island reported a fall off in killings, including St. James, which did ton up, which recorded 16 murders between January 1st and April 5th. for a 61% decline in St. James, one of, if not the hottest place in Jamaica, next to Kingston. Kingston Eastern, another police division with a history of violence, recorded 6 murders over the past period, which is a 66% decline in killing in these hotbed areas. Ironically, St. Mary and Portland, two of the parishes traditionally regarded as the safest in the country, they were among 4 police divisions that saw murders increase. Remember when we tried to explain this to you, say they would switch from one place to the other, so the murders wouldn't be in St. James and Kingston anymore. They would just be in some other parish, right? So the numbers never really changed, kind of thing. Anyway, 8 killings were recorded by the St. Mary police, 2 more than the corresponding period the previous year, while Portland saw its murder tally balloon from 2 to 8 over the same period. Daryl Vaz, who is member of parliament for Portland Western, his wife is member of parliament for Portland Eastern, I believe, who is going up against Isaac Buchanan, running for seat in that constituency. Daryl Vaz, member of parliament for Portland Western, said that the increased murder toll is concerning in this area in Portland. The drive-by shooting, etc., and the fact that most of them, not all, are being identified as persons from outside of the parish is a grave concern to me. I've been here for 17 years and this has never happened, said Vaz, who was also speaking during the post-cabinet press briefing. It's something that we are not accustomed to. Portland. Portland is not and will not be a safe haven for criminals, whether importees or deportees. They actually linked a couple of these incidents to individuals who were recently deported from the United States of America and I believe England back to the island of Jamaica, where did they in these safe havens turn up the thing. It's something that we are not accustomed to, he said. Vice said that he has had discussions with the Minister of National Security, Dr. Harsh Chang, and the Police Commissioner, Dr. Kevin Blake, about the issues and had disclosed that both men are scheduled to visit the parish of Portland on Friday. I don't know what their visiting to the parish is going to do, how that going to help anything, but I don't know. We'll see, right? So murders are down 35%. But I said to myself, the murders are down 35% because the message out right now is behave yourself before them dirt you. Because JCF now, I'm ramp with them right now. Bodies are dropping like flies. Police killings in Jamaica are up by 163% over the same period, corresponding period. So now you have Jamaicans for Justice, and they're set to lead a protest this month against what they say is an alarming rise in police killings in Jamaica. You know, before I even get into this information, Jamaica is stuck between a rock and a hard place because if the murder rate goes down significantly, like I think 107 murders less in 1 quarter is significant. If we keep this up and we have 4 quarters, that will be 407, 14, 21. That would be 400 and plus, 30 plus murder people saved compared to corresponding year. But we can't have it both ways because remember I said yesterday, crime fighting in a place like Jamaica, you know, some of them, that's why you have some where operate like this and them have to stay like this, and there are special units that roll like this and them need to roll like this, yeah, to combat what is going on. You can't be out here trying to like stop it and don't do that again. You have to deal with certain things a certain kind of way. Read between the lines of what I'm saying. I'm not advocating for innocent civilians to be killed by law enforcement, but we do want a better Jamaica, a safer Jamaica. And we're tired of the people them who make law-abiding, tax-paying citizens feel unsafe in their own island. You know what I mean? Some people have to run, go home before it get dark and lock. Make sure all of the grill them lock, lock up. And so you stay in your house, behind the grill, because it get dark outside. Welcome to the Jamaica where we used to out a door all night and Pino Wally. Us as kids, listen, when we were growing up as kids, right? Our house not even did have no, like, no, when I see when we go and we do the vlog, them when I see how the house grill up and stuff. When I was growing up there, that house didn't have no grill on it. People just walk up right out of the road, right on the veranda, right up to the front door and all that. Now it's strange, every time I'm there, I'm like, the grill lock, make sure the grill lock, kind of know who will roll up in the sun, the back door lock. We never used to have that. We used to have a back door, you see? Our back door was locked by, I remember the door lock itself did not work. So whether you turn it or not, it didn't matter. It couldn't close or open. My grandfather them had one nail, and the one nail was beat into the sideboard and bent, and then bend it. And at the one nail locked the back door to the house there. My whole childhood there at that house. So when you want to go outside, you just turn the nail. One nail, One nail. Anytime we lick the door, the nail fly out. I would just push the nail back in the same hole. Or them would have beat in a different nail and bend it again. We can't do that now. So we want the Jamaica back. Where we never worry about if we door lock or nothing like that and we window lock or nothing like that. We used to just lay down and go sleep and we did good. And community, everybody could have look out for each other and say, a strange face in the place XYZ. We don't have that anymore. But we can't have it both ways, though. We can't have it both ways. In the defense of law enforcement, something have to give. Something have to give. When I tell my brothers them that someone will look like when just want dash on the life. Stay out of certain places, man, and stay out of certain company. In Jamaica, them have a saying, if you never go sit down under the fowl roost, the fowl wouldn't shit on you. Yes, stay out of certain things. Recently in Westmoreland, where wifey is from, Jamaica Constabulary Force killed off 6 youth in 2 incidents in a 1-day period. 6. One of them young as 15 years old. That's the story I was telling y'all about, where the comment section, the little girl them was like, oh my God, him dead and gone with all the good hair. So the End the Police Violence protests will be held on Tuesday, April 29th, 2025, of course, from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Half a Tree Transport Center in St. Andrew. The event aims to spotlight the escalating crisis of police fatal shootings in Jamaica and demand accountability, justice, and systemic reform. This year alone, 93 individuals have been killed by the police so far, marking a staggering 165% increase compared to the same period of last year, 2024. 165% increase. I was joking about it when I said it a couple of weeks ago. I said, behave on yourself because it's an election year. And every time election year come around and your leaders don't have anything solid put in place where they can handle crime continuously. Only necessarily the place did turn up all along. All along the murder rate was maintaining, and then all of a sudden we found a solution for it. And the solution is to what? Kill off a bag of people quick and make sure so the rest of them freed. Sometimes the good have to suffer for the bad. Just make sure you ain't one of those. So according to the JFJ, the protest will bring together victims and their families, human rights advocates, and concerned citizens to amplify their voices and push for change. Participants will engage in a peaceful rally with placards and chants such as "End police violence, end police violence." Where are the body-worn cameras? You know, they're demanding some level of accountability because it's a thing in Jamaica where the police just say, hey, him bust 2 shots after we and we kill him. And everybody say, yes, him for dead, but him a bust shot after police. And there is no accountability, you know. Then the community run out and say, boy never bust no shot. Boy I walk go down the road, go buy 2 bulla and a bag juice and them shoot him down. Him not if they have gun pan him and them put gun pan him. So I think, and I've said this also before for the longest, if the JCF is going to build a relationship with the people to where they are super trusted, they're going to have to adhere to wearing those body cameras. Morning, Elaine Brown. Thank you for being here, family. Karen Notice says, how convenient. Everything happens when election time is near. Isn't that the standard, though? Community when you have no running water from Wapikin fill up, get running water. Community who them road bad like yas the road suddenly construction people then they are full up the hole them in the road. You know, everything minimum wage get raised twice, 3 times really, because it get raised the year before once and then twice in recent time. Because election is approaching. But again, we take what we can get because it's now them choose for give it. And we don't know no other way how to get it before the time. It's no secret that there's no crime plan. There was no crime plan in place that was reducing the murder rate over the years from 2016 till now. Remember, Andrew Holness took office in 2016. Let's just be blunt. He took office in 2016. From 2016 till now, there has been no crime plan in place that has proven to us, the people, it's working, right? A steady decline. 2017, it gone down. 2018, it went lower. 2019, it went lower. 2021, it went even lower. 2022, if there was a crime plan in place and it was working like that to where there was a steady decline over the years to get us to where we're at now, then I would say, okay, obviously it's working and it's going to work over time, right? We just have to work with them and know say it's going to work. But if you look at it, there was no crime plan in place. We know that. That's one of the things that the opposition party is using against them. Only never have no crime plan in place. The only thing we keep on do is also zone of special operation and the next one, right? State of emergency, SOE. That's all y'all keep on doing. But as that move, so what you're gonna do? Are you gonna like alienate the damn citizens from their rights, their constitutional rights, and keep the country under state of emergency? Because that's the only way that that's gonna work, unless y'all could come up with a crime plan that is workable. And they never came up with one, not from 2016 taking office till now. So now that it's an election year, it's like, oh no, have to get the murder them down, you know. I'm in a business, send them to them maker. So if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, around the wrong people right now, I know my brother them staying up. Yeah, you're too mad in charge of them, you know, necessarily in a way them in a, but them have a thing where say, if you know and know somebody, show me them company. So them will slap where you're bridging them and slap you with them. And I think that's a lot of what's going on right now. So according to the JFJ, the protest will do all these things and people will participate and engage peacefully in this rally. They will be shouting, end police violence, end police violence. And they also will be shouting, where are the body cameras? Where are the body cameras? They're asking for accountability, which you can't knock that. I'm asking for accountability too. As much as I want to slap with some of them, I actually want to slap with the one them who deserve to get slapped with. Right, because it's lives we're talking about here. Where's the accountability now? Alongside victims' testimonial and solidarity speeches from civil society leaders and human rights lobby groups said. It calls on the public, community groups, and the media to join this critical movement to confront systemic issues within law enforcement and to advocate for a Jamaica where human rights and dignity are upheld for all. This is a tender situation. This is a tender situation. Cause me want better Jamaica for sure. Me want feel free. Me want out the road late at night again. You know, so me miss them time there. When I first left Jamaica, I see as soon as I was old enough to go back, I always went back, but as soon as I was old enough to like go back on my own, you know, when you're big enough now for them never business if you left and go on a road. When I got to that stage, me used to do a road. Hop on bus and hop off a bus. Cause me used to go down for like Grand Market night and them kind of something there around the Christmas period. Jamaica well festive. Now it's like we're at the place where we all know, don't tell nobody when you're coming up. Me used to tell everybody when me I come. Everybody. Don't tell nobody when you're left, you know. Me used to tell everybody when me I left. Yo, me I go tomorrow, you know. Alright, my brother, big up yourself, man, and good to see you, you know. And not take too long to come back again, you know. You know, we can't do that again. Rotted you in the place, and when you reach, yes, I'm there, man, I'm there from 2 weeks now, that time you just come yesterday. So when you go, I'm there for a while, you know. I sit in for a little 2 weeks, you know. That time tomorrow you fly out. You know? Imagine we have to be so deceptive towards each other now. It's like all survival now. We look at it like it's something that is just natural, but it's bad. It's bad. It's bad so you can't tell people when you're coming. You can't tell them when you're going. I miss being able to say what I want to eat when I land. Miss Ruby not here no more to do that for me. But whoever else is there can still do it. You know, Auntie Cutie from Shakira's side, always that's well no one eat well no one when you come. There's a way where she fried chicken when it's super like and I can't get I think it's because she do it for outside wood fire or something or the cast iron pot what she use. So me always want that. You know, with gungo peas and rice and these kind of things. Afraid to tell people now. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Morning, SOUFLOTV.
Morning, my brother. I'm here enough. You?
He doing it, you know, just taking it easy. I used to do it too. We used to
Tell everybody when you're forward.
No, when but not tell nobody when you're forward. And what I used to do when me tell them about their laugh.
Wait now, Jerome. How come your phone always sounds so?
How it sound?
Your phone always sound like you're underwater.
That sound up.
I like audience.
Oh no.
You're breaking up heavily. This how you sound. How it sound now.
How about now?
Keep talking. Tell a story. Let me see.
Yeah, man. No, man, so when we forward to Jamaica, me always tell people about there for a long time.
Much better, right there. Wherever you do right there, so keep it there, so.
Yeah, I understand say I'm gonna be here for a long time and then me only dip about for 2 weeks or 14 days or however you wanna say.
Yeah.
And then when me cut, me just tell them say me go check some girl and tell them say, you know, me just get an emergency call and my job send me off forward right now. So more just buy a ticket and cut. But I think I just saw we on this program, not to tell people when they come or when they leave.
But there was a time when we could. And that time they're gone.
When?
Yeah,
you
man.
mean the time when everybody used to pop in a one car and come at the airport for meet you?
Yeah, them time them we want back them time there. And them time that me I talk about.
Waving gallery gone slow.
The waving gallery gone, man, but we still the safety them time there. Remember, I know. Alright, so remember one time you did come down from foreign before, see? Everybody gather around you, you know, and you get like a special treatment. No.
Presidential treatment.
Alright, sir. Alright. You don't have to take out no money and spend and them something there. You know, and them want to talk to you of how up so still and you know what going in your life and these things and you walk out the community and you say hi to everybody and then why you there? And them know
And
you
you
fry
stop
your
at
yard there,
shop,
your knee, you stop a shop.
and you spend the money. They said, truck turnover because everybody get guineas and so on.
Aye. Them something there.
Yeah, so every house have their own master bedroom. When you coming out, everybody step out a master bedroom and gear it.
Yeah, boy, not me though. Me not get that one there. well, now I do. At the cutie house I do, but me not get that one there for anybody else.
Sometimes, sometimes they have like trees in the yard and type. But if it's a jelly, nobody no get you until only when Sean come.
Being that.
That a so flow. And so everybody go cut it. A peer problem.
Be a problem. Yeah.
And then you used to buy all a goat and they raise the goat and say when December come.
At this and goat, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Same thing people them used to do. Goat, all cow get killed. Whole heap of meat for cow, Because we alone as family can't done a cow meat. Yeah, and cow give away all through the community. Who get what? Yeah, man, joyous times, and we don't have that again. We don't have that again, bro.
I think social media just exposed a lot of things. So those days just now go come back.
Yeah, but the core of it though is the safety. That's more. Me not say we should all pack in a car and go to the airport and wave off nobody again and all that because we're all grown now and things and times have changed. However, and people have things to do with them life and all kind of something. However, the safety part of what me I talk about, like to feel so safe. Cause me did feel safe. Me used to go sit down up a road. We call it upper road because it's a distance from the house. It's like our little square. And I used to go sit down on shop wall and just look out and looking at people car when them a pass till somebody a pop up or them slow down and say, "Wow, go on, long time I not see you, you're in the place. So Miss Ruby them. Everything all right? Heal up, big up yourself, man." And them drive gone again. No, you not do that. When we go in that place now, it's like me sit down inside. Me not go up a road, go sit down again. And me want and it's not because I don't want to, it's because I don't think it's safe to do.
Hey, I remember before I was a citizen in 2007. I missed my date where you need to go forget your 10-year. I didn't get that envelope, so they say I didn't show up for my date, so you're in process of removal.
Rotten.
But although I was in process of removal, me take myself go to Jamaica. Me not tell nobody. Me just pop up, and that was the beauty of it because when me go there now, me enjoy myself the whole 14 days.
Yeah.
And then on my way back. But what I realized, me tell anybody say me go. My whole family America and my family at Jamaica would say me I'm bad man.
You couldn't do that now. But things did
what
kind
I
of different.
realized now, when I was there, everybody there said, me pray to God him go up and get back through. And then I turn him back. Me pray. So what I realized, I know peer bad mouth them I peer pray them I pray. Say I want to go. They don't give him no trouble. I peer pray them I pray. But any man tell them say me forward. I peer bad mouth. Yeah man, you fool. You deserve it. Take your ass come down and see what happen.
Yeah. I true. Couldn't do that now, though. Especially under Mr. Mania.
It's flow.
No under no man, why for that bullet talk. Yeah, why? Why? If you behave yourself, bro.
So you say everything changed.
Everything changed. You know, see that? Me see them hold up a person yesterday at the airport, 30 years with a green card. The person had the green. May I say, how you live in the US for 30 years and have green card? At some point, you should have transferred over to citizenship, but I don't know what the circumstances are.
Some people lack a daisy color. Some people, remember, some of them grew up in the olden time. They just not like read. They hate reading, and you have to study to take the test.
I saw.
And some of them maybe study every time they go there.
They don't remember
and
nothing.
just trauma all over them, turn them down, so they just said forget.
So may I answer some of them questions. Mr. Bram Bram says she still have that. Where she go walk and go up and sit down on the road and all these things. Reggae girl said, what you think caused those changes? What do you think caused them changes there? I think technology has a big part to do with it.
I think sometimes it's remember, so we see now every time citizens they return, as them drop down, them get dashed with. We hear story of son pay if you get rid of them mother and the man tell them say, yo, your mother want to get rid of you. So these things just rivet in people's brain and they're just traumatized about it. So now people definitely sometimes go to Jamaica and just stay all inclusive. And people are target them. Sometimes you go to Jamaica and it cause problem because they might say you come down here and give out money and just so much
too long on them.
Yeah. So because of that now, it just cause contention.
You know why I think social media play a big part? Because look on social media, bro. Everybody can stay in Jamaica right now, right? And watch you. And remember, everybody put their best foot forward on social media. So if you have say a family member in Jamaica where I say, send a thing come give me now. And you say, boy, it rough up here for me too, But your couple of posts that you post, you were out to dinner this weekend, you went to a club, you and two brethren did it, but you did hold the buckle when the picture never take you say post this to my Insta, them I say watch him big gold buckle. And buckle there $250 a night in a club for that. Which restaurant that him there eat? Him look like him a live the life. You pull off in a pool somewhere around our apartment building. Them say you're there in a big house with a long pool and all kind of something. So social media, I think, did a number on us. Not only for people to see and say, Allah ya tell man, but also for us like in a Jamaica to imitate foreign life more.
No, but people used to do all because I remember my cousin go to Jamaica funeral and then taking credit card and go to TJ Maxx or Marshall and go buy a suit for $850, and the shoes, with a lizard skin and so on.
Them start that in the 80s.
But me know when them go to Jamaica, if you ever make too bad rock, you tag them drop out. So,
can you have to keep the tag for when him come back, you can turn it back in.
Yeah, man, and sometimes they even want tamper with the tag, so them tape up in their clothes. And then when them come back in, so no people are go buy clothes sometime and also wear and left clothes or wear and put back in.
Yeah, and them started. Remember when we did little, I used to say foreigner come in, the big people them. Remember, in that the era there, a dressmaker and tailor make clothes, So everybody bashik, trash already they used to call it. And them used to have some big gold jewelry like the chopperata, them call them, and anklet and big earring, gold and everything. When them make sure so when they're coming from foreign, them look like say them stop a Mansa Musa place and them bless them with all the gold and everything. So our perception of America was that, or foreign then, England, anywhere, was that as you reach there, you're rich. So somebody just said it.
Money put aside,
right?
Just step off a plane.
Right.
People used to come to Jamaica and if you ever look good when they lift up their foot to walk, and duct tape them put on their shoes, because
you scratch up the bottom.
Yeah, man, because they have to return when they come back up there.
Aye, and the one them way used to use all the rent money.
Yeah, and sometimes people come up here and they have to sleep in a car. Landlord kick them out.
Yeah, me know. And the picture notice pan door.
Yeah, man. Then go ahead, go show off. And that then called show off bring disgrace. And when they come up and they all have to just sleep and store or go in the basement.
True. But them set it that way they do. And now everybody feel like so when them say we automatically must have it. Yeah.
But I just saw we stay now. I mean, me know Mr. Man come up here for a work program. And in next work and them are gimmicks him say you up here man down at Jamaica use them big toe they turn on your TV.
Wait there. Say that again now.
The man come up here and left his wife at Jamaica, and the next man up our work program and tease him, say, you up here, go on, and man down a yard and them big toe that you turn on the TV. So take him out and back a yard.
The contract are done. I feel ill. I feel ill. May I take 6, send me home. Yo, you want to say, why are you using big total on your TV? Bro, you remember my TV when you used to have to turn so chuck.
Yeah.
And that we have to see.
And last week we heard they talk about saying, when you used to have somebody outside, they spin so long bamboo, you know.
Then that me feel like say you did that do just now when you say your phone. So you're out the door and catch signal. I will say turn right there, so don't move. Talk from right there. So.
Hey, when phone come in, you know, and you have to stay at one place to catch like a signal when cell phone, peanut phone them just come in.
See,
you could have a brother-in-law, we're very sure. The man get all a dummy phone and all in a dance in a mega speaker box in the same attack for a phone.
No, it says nobody could hear him even if I do a real phone.
And you know the speaker there, you know, especially when they leak, you get beat on your heart, you know. Yeah, man. People go see him and he take the on the phone and not show up. Well, then flow me back in the comment section.
All right, my brother.
All right.
Once a man there, yeah, that's on the TV with the big toe. Oh, my baby. What is that? What is that sound? Are you cooking? You're running. Oh, my baby, don't run. Don't run. I don't want you to fall. Ah, all right. So, yeah, the police killing in Jamaica is up 163%. And that is why the murder is down 35%. Some man get slapped with. There, the JCF is not joking. But bigger than that, though, this could just be a mandate from higher up. You know, is it going to remain like this? I don't know. Maybe them will cool down the place when election is over with. But for now, they're looking for numbers to win this election. So we're going to see what happens from here on. All I can do with this information is send out a message to the brother them that pay attention over Yasso. Right? Stay out of badness, bro. Matter of fact, go home. Go your yard. Hang out on roadside and all them something there again in the dark corners with darkness and your dark brethren them. You end up lose your life. You end up lose your life. Most people know what them brethren them into. And I'm going to tell you this. Ignorance is not an excuse. If you know what your brethren them into and is nothing good, don't stay around them. Don't stay around them. Because when them police here come for them, it's dirt. And if you're in their company, and the look, if police can pull up a report and say John Smith was wanted for the murder of Kamisha Jones, that happened in 2021, and he was also wanted for the murder of Stephen James, that happened in 2023, and then in 2025, January, he was also involved in a shooting at a robbery where one person was seriously injured, and him we kill. When them kill you with that person there, you see, everybody just assume say you and him do the same thing them. So most me can tell enough to do. Go find a little employment somewhere. Them say devil make work or find work for idle hands. Go find a little employment somewhere. Even if you don't have no qualification for nothing, start somewhere and do something with yourself. Me no business. Go flip chicken, Burger King, McDonald's, KFC, Popeyes. Do something and come off a road. A police will kill you. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Hi, SOUFLO. Good morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm all right. It kind of upset me 1-0. You can chat on your feet.
But he give me joke, man. They can't cut him off. I always have me a laugh. But man, I
No,
turn
I
on
did not say
TV
to
with
fuck
big
him,
toe.
but Jero, and I say I'm bother with him sometime, you know.
You know, Gerald, she cut you. but yeah, I laugh at the same time too.
Let me know what.
Alright, so what go on?
So,
Easy.
no, I mean, you call up some people this morning.
Talk to me.
Let me ask you something. They want crime to be done, and then claim to crime and go down.
Mm-hmm.
All of them gun we are coming to the country. Where gun when they who them a go to? I mean, I just say them a burn up none.
That is a question.
What the gun them for?
That is a question.
Who carry them come here? Because no 95 man can carry them in.
Who let them in?
Hmm?
Who let them in?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Me ask for a long time.
No,
Who letting them in?
I don't know if a 38 gonna come in. I don't know 30 for some big high power gun. Where them there or they not talk about them. And yet can not tell people to crime about them. What commit the crime? No gonna commit them.
Mm-hmm. And the gun alone.
Yeah, man. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So what am I tell people to eat baloney? You know, they're not going to have no press conference and then light on fire and blow up the gun. You're lying.
But here one, we can full up a gun and still have a low murder rate, you know. Because I've said this over the years. If we decide so we're not killing each other, we can have 10 billion guns on the island as long as we're not using them to kill each other. So not so much the gun. Not so much the gun. No one know if the murder numbers are real because they are known for doing this. You know, when you talk to people and they must say, yo, how come that case I never make it or come never hear about that one day? Yeah, so during like an election year, they will suppress the numbers to meet what them say, okay, this all get me re-elected. And then as election pass, we hear the numbers then back up high again. So did killing really slow down to 37% or 35%, or them just a hold back some?
Some of them are all back. Them are all about everything and I put shit in a people's face. Then I put them out of shit here, so then I put shit in a people's face and then think the people done.
Boy, you know,
Give us
something to celebrate, not true?
You understand? So if you're going to back coming, you're not going to the army, you're not going to the police force. Look here, look here, you see which one?
A big business going on. It's big business going on.
Big business also.
Yeah, you know. Yes.
Look here. Meanwhile, you go back and look for the trailer what then for coming. All this
hold on now. Maybe just I gotta say something to you, you know. Listen, because somebody said to me, say, I don't know, chicken come in from that the trailer, the chicken at the distraction. The gun them take out already. That was a delivery.
Jump over the top, everything was coming right over the top. After you hear.
What you think coming in?
After you hear, man. A regular things coming out there from here, out the top. You understand? The next thing when you want to talk about again, so flow. Because Isaac Buchanan anyway you get. Isaac Buchanan is looking for a change and every day the administration beat him out, him a drug dealer and him a this and him a that. They don't believe in reform.
They don't want to see a reform.
Right?
Yeah.
They don't believe in reform. You know, all of them are diaspora people and they in there. So you remember that judge, was it Judge Mathis who went to prison and come out on court TV something? Was it Judge Mathis?
Yeah. I have a better one for you. Right now you can go look him up. He's the youngest judge in Pennsylvania. I just saw his case yesterday. He's 28 years old. Him get locked up already too and go through the system already and everything. And now him turn judge. All it took is one opportunity and him grab hold of the opportunity, decides to change his life.
And doing things, right?
Yeah.
Isaac went to prison and go back and do due diligence and clean up himself and he's one of the biggest liar and every minute in the privy council. Right. And then still want to use it and beat the man. Not Isaac because they can't hold it down.
Absolutely.
The woman was picking 900 the other day and a criminal record she up here.
Right.
Mr. SOUFLOTV, Jamaica is a set of corrupt. When you want to talk about corruption, talk about Jamaica. We don't know why to take the change, but when PNP win, we want to see the great change,
You feel like PNP are going to win the election here?
They have to win. If SOUFLOTV any other now win, me, I take the bottom. Trump have to catch me. Trump have to catch me. Right? That's what this administration and the imply from people. And a total foolishness.
Why?
My house, I'm telling me I broke. I'm on my own house. So when people are go up and buy NHP, people buy house like crazy now. How much people can afford a house? It's 40, 50 million.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And the things that they're doing it clear in front of our eyes.
They don't like when we say it, but I've said that the island is getting gentrified, and it is. It's getting gentrified.
So, when you talk about gentrified, talk for the people in my school to understand. Me what you spell, you don't look. Me know what gentrified means. Call the right word for the people.
Yeah, man, me do that too. Me do that too. Me break it down. Yes, me do that too. Me break it down. Me make them know, say, the people that buy out the place. That's why everything is in pounds and euros and US dollars. And if you not have them there, then sooner or later you can't be there. Because of them people, they buy up the place.
So sad.
Yeah, on purpose. On purpose. Just like how you see them do certain places over here. You know? Years gone back, you'd have said that here and there.
So sad.
Low income community turn posh apartments. 1-bedroom apartment now $5,000 a month. I remember when them era there 1-bedroom apartment was $650 or $700 a month. So 5,000 now. Yeah, so that we have to bring them with we, man, and make them know what gentrification mean too. But me do break it down and explain to them. Me see what go on in Jamaica. Me see what go on.
When all is said and done, I'm just going to give a shout out. Big up Isaac McCann, big up Andre Stevens, big up to Will Ratty guys. Then open up people eyes where people know we are gone.
See.
Yes, so bless up yourself and your family. See?
Manners and respect.
And Jerome Galan.
All right. Because Jerome still. All right. Yeah, man. We've always said that though. Isaac Buchanan is the face of redemption, reform. He is that. But we talk about this already all the time. We talk about this all the time. So yeah, them no want to see no change, man. Them no want to see no change. If somebody was gonna speak, if I was a troubled youth, and somebody was gonna speak to me about change and how I can change my life and all that, it would be Isaac Buchanan that would probably make the biggest impact on any troubled youth out here. Because Isaac can actually say, prison you go, you know. I can tell you, say, prison you go because I'm an attorney. Remember, say, I'm me, Free Vybz Kartel. Yeah, what a calling card to have. What a rotted calling card to have. Remember, I'm the one that Vybz Kartel. Listen to me. You're heading to prison. And them can't look on him. Them can't look at Isaac and be like, them man that grow with gold spoon in them mouth, not even know where prison come in like. When them man that tell us, I did extensive time behind bars. I don't know, one time I got the need up. Listen what me I tell you. I bet you all ears this way. All ears this way. And then to see him walk it. You know what I'm saying? We see him walk it. Because some youth believe, say, boy, them life done. Them life damaged. That's why some of them move like that too. Their life is damaged and it's done, and there is no chance at anything getting better later. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Yeah, I was here talking about crime in Jamaica. I wanted to call it talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think the youth them in Jamaica don't have their own mind, and that is a problem. It's like everybody's feeding off everybody. Nobody don't have what call it now, a personal mind then. You know
All
what I
right,
mean? And that is the issue. Everyone have on every man. You know what I mean?
all right, let me put this in perspective quickly. So I was talking about the murder rate dropping by 35%, which I said was a good thing because these are lives. Compared to last year, this time period, 105 murders less. So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
But police killings are up 163%. So I was basically just putting out a message that obviously one is helping the other. The murder rate, if it's down and that's the real number, but police killing is up that skyrocketed, that means the message should be go find something progressive and productive to do before the police them kill you out here because obviously they're on a killing spree.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But
police
the
not take
issue,
no check. And we don't
yeah,
and
but
say again, go ahead.
no, but the issue is, my name is but what's that?
Yeah, I don't want it to make why I stopped that is because I don't want it to make a generalized um term. Let's big up the youth them who are because there are a lot of them who are actually doing positive things and staying on the right path. You know what I mean? Let's big them up because there are
Yeah.
probably more of them than there are those who are into the friggery and foolishness. So we can start there. So, but if you're talking about the troubled youth them in Jamaica, you're saying it's
Yeah.
because they don't have a mind of their own.
Yes, they don't have a mind of their own. Like for example, yesterday I watched a pop about alone on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like every man is like when we have a opinion, they
Mm-hmm.
upon each other for approval, like they have their own mind to say, yo, this me think and this me gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think
The
that because of
group
that now,
mentality.
yeah, and I think now because it's when start about the artist help impact crime is
Mm-hmm.
actually true because you them I listen to the arts them and like have a mind of their own like for me but my Carter's biggest fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
I listen to Carter family in high school, maybe not I'm 40-year-old right now.
See.
But we never look into it and say, yo, my son gunman enough. Because I hear them, you know what I mean? I have my own mind. So I tell me ear, I know what me I got.
Right.
I'm thinking to the youth of Jamaica, the government or whosoever need to put on them head say, be independent. What you want, don't worry about what your friend want or your woman want and so. What you want, and when you get the mind independent, then I think Jamaica will be okay.
All right. Let me tell you something. You ready?
Yeah.
Nobody can put nothing in anybody's head. Like,
You think so?
no, it starts from home. And if parents can't do it, then an opportunity is missed there. And you better hope that a teacher is the next person who possibly could do it. Government can't put nothing in nobody mind other than what them do. But what's the real issue though? I think is opportunity.
Okay.
Opportunity, bro. Look, full up of education, yet no own a payroll. Bojo. So when you tell a you go to school, and you must go to school and you must do this and you must do that and you must follow the path, and they go and they follow the path. A lot of these youths that are scamming or then go take up gun after and getting into trouble are some highly don't get fooled and think you're some dummy them are some highly intelligent youth them were left school with how many subjects One of the biggest scam out of Jamaica, when he was extradited to the United States of America and they went
Yeah.
into his story, the youth was up at the University of the West Indies, left school with how much subjects and did and it was no scholarship available for him or anything, and he's from a poor family. And he had to
Yeah.
drop out of college and then go help take care of his mother and etc. etc. So he started using what he learned up at UWI, applying it to the scamming thing, and boom, him hit it big. Him hit it so big that FBI agents from America started paying attention to him. That's how him end up get extradited out of Jamaica. Now,
Yeah.
people, you see what I'm saying? So it's okay to tell the youth them about entrepreneurship and full up your brain and education, but then when they don't have no opportunities to go a step further with all that, then what? Them are gonna get frustrated and they're going to start to try just about anything because the name of the game is survival.
Yeah,
Uh,
so Flo, I'm after something quick.
yeah, brother.
You think therapy? You believe in therapy?
Therapy?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. Then this is a part of therapy. It's like when you keep on, you find a way, a smart way to tell you themselves it's okay to have your own mind.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And if you're around a group of friends and you don't believe what them are said, don't be peer pressure. Leave them friendly, and you better you know a friend.
But we do
Be
that.
who you're supposed to be in life.
We do
You know
that.
what I
We
mean?
do that, bro. And we've been doing that
Who?
since them. The picking them from, okay, when we walk you through it, from them they are school, from basic school, you hear that. When you go into primary school, you're hearing that. When you
But to
go
tell them again,
when you
to
go into high
reinforce it.
school, you're hearing that. When you
You
come out a
understand?
road as big people, you hear that. So it's not about that message. Who want to listen that after a certain point, well, and who won't. After remember, you know, after you reach certain age, you don't want to hear something from certain people, you know. So anybody that come tell you about I'm trying to lead you in the right direction, brother, you can't lead me nowhere if me hungry, you know. Me I go
Yeah,
which part my belly can get full.
it all depends on who, because look for me. As I said, my father, but I'm still a learn. Look for me now.
Mm,
My wife, when we just meet my wife, right? Me was a stubborn youth. I mean, I listen to nothing. And over time,
mm-hmm.
she changed my mind. Because better man right now because she.
Yeah,
It's like
she'll give you pum pum.
and I listen,
So that's
and
an
I know I'm with that.
incentive.
No, I know I'm with that.
That's
It's because
no
it's because
disrespect
yeah,
still,
pay
but
attention to what she has said now.
yeah, but you pay attention because there was intimacy there, bro. I just
But
don't
what
say
we're
it the
saying,
raw way, but let's be for real. You pay attention because there was intimacy there. Then you can say, you know, this woman changed my life. She changed your life. She calmed the beast in you because, you know, she rub your back and kiss up your face and do all of that kind of something with you as man and woman, husband and wife would do. But that's not the same approach we have for everybody else that's out there that we're trying to save.
okay, I understand what you're saying, I respect what you're saying, but until my dead, I still about who the fact that if we find a way to get you there to know, say, being mental independent is a big thing. That's a thing
Stop
for
follow the
us.
crowd.
That means that Jamaica and the world, black community across the world will be a better place.
Stop follow the crowd.
Yes, stop follow the crowd.
All right. I
Yes,
will echo your message louder because you have a very valid point. Stop follow the crowd. Absolutely, my brother.
All right, thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Manners and respect, my brother. You too.
All right, good.
Yeah, we can beat that into them as much as we can, you know. Stop follow the crowd. Stop follow the crowd. Stop follow the crowd. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Good morning, Sophia. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Good.
All right.
Just catching, I guess, the middle of this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
About the young people. I think that the young people aren't going to listen to the older people because the older people are hypocrites. Yeah.
Talk about
And
it.
I don't blame them for not listening. We have this idea,
Mm-hmm.
and it's across, I'll say the Western world,
Mm-hmm.
Black Western world. Do as I say, not as I do. And I remember even being a child and hearing, you know, certain things my parents would say and thinking to myself, Mom, you're a hypocrite. I didn't say that,
Mm-hmm.
but I sure did think it.
Right.
And when you think somebody is a hypocrite, even as a child, they lose a level of credibility in your mind.
Right.
Versus you see somebody saying something and walking that way.
Right.
Now we have a culture that supports friggery.
Mm.
The adults are producing the friggery. The friggery in the music, the friggery on the social media, the friggery in the street. The adults are producing the friggery. And then the same adults producing and enjoying the friggery turn around and tell the young people to be different. Why should they listen to you? They have no reason to listen to you because you're a hypocrite. Places like China, their culture don't support friggery. The adults don't support friggery. The children don't see friggery, so that them don't pick up the friggery.
True.
We want to do slackness. I say, we can do it. We're free to do it. It's okay. But then expect the young people to be different.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So until we start to be accountable as adults, the young people are not going to be accountable because you have no credibility in their mind.
True.
Right? And that music is one. Music, it's the big people that produce the music, the slap music that the young people them hear when they go into school. It's the big people who they can wind up and find to wind up, but you grab crotch and do all kind of nastiness in a small island where the young people can see. In the young people them face, why would they listen to you? They don't respect you, and I don't blame. And that's not you I'm talking so for, but you know what I'm talking.
Yeah,
I don't blame them.
But they're a pre
No, it's not you we're talking.
Vybz Kartel. No, cause you know what's funny? What's funny
Yes.
is as you're talking, I'm like, I mean, yeah, talk. Even if they're saying it's not me, because it resonates and it relates to even me, right? You know what I'm saying? If the shoe fit wear it, yeah. So to be a real person, you have to be able to not sidestep and excuse yourself when you know damn well that you're a part of that as well, right? So if I do stuff like write out gun song lyrics and glorify gun song and I'm very much a part of that as well.
You are, and then
exactly.
So young people don't shoot each other.
Right.
You're schizophrenic.
Right.
The
So I have to
mind,
admit it even to myself.
Yeah, the youthful mind.
Right.
Because you have to remember, their frontal lobe is not closed until 25, 26, with levels of reasoning. What they process what they see. They don't process the depths and nuances of things. Is what they see. Even my own children hold me accountable.
True.
Mommy, but didn't you say so and so? And then I have to explain. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna do certain things, or I have to be different, or I have to X, Y, and Z accountable. But Black people don't like accountability. Black people are allergic to accountability. And then we complain about the erosion of our children and our culture because enjoying filth is more important to us in the Western part than it is to be upright. So our children can be upright. It's more important. You see on TikTok, China don't have them the TikTok, you know.
That's crazy that they invented that and they could have full access to it and they don't.
Yeah, no, because they understand the mind.
Yes.
Black people pretend like, not only, there's not psychology or foolishness. The guy was actually about therapy because he has to ask, because most of us think is that foolishness because we don't want to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Because just how you go outside and you smell a certain type of French fry, you know, say a McDonald's French fry, even if you don't see the McDonald's.
Right.
Your mind is very captive. I remember the other day I got an oil. And as soon as I smelled the oil, it brought up these memories and these emotions. Like, oh my gosh, that's like from so long ago. The mind is a complex labyrinth.
Right.
But we want to pretend like it's not. So if we're going to have, there's nothing wrong. The government can say what they want, but there's not going to be a change until there's a change in the culture. When the adults decide that they need to clean up their own house, then the children will respect them and listen to them. But until that happens, you're just another hypocrite.
I agree.
That's it.
I agree. Absolutely. I can't say nothing other than I agree. You're right. You hit the nail on the head. You left me feeling guilty, but you hit the nail on the head.
But you know what? Sometimes I feel that way too. Sometimes feeling of guilt is a cleansing, is a detox. Yeah. And we all have things that we need to be accountable for and feel guilty for. Yeah. Because if we don't feel guilty about doing certain things, we will never change.
Absolutely true.
So it's part of that purging process. We all need that detox, some area in our life.
True.
So it's natural.
Very true. Very true.
All right, you take care.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You know, when she was saying what she was saying, right? The whole time me I feel guilty, you know, cause the next thing. Hold on there. Listen, live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Morning, SOUFLO.
My dear family, morning. How you doing?
Oh my God. I can't believe I get through to you.
Seriously?
Yeah, man, let me tell you something. You are doing a wonderful job.
Trying, my brother.
And and I listened to that lady talking to you just now. Let me tell you something. This is where you are special. Because when you admit to the guilt of what she did show up on you, it tells me, it make me admire you more.
Yeah, you have to be a real person, you know. You can't just subtract yourself from everything. I'm good, but everything else is bad. See, people like those worry me. You have to be able to say, you know what, you are right, and I'm a part of the problem, and I can see it that I'm a part of the problem. Meanwhile, which part me a part of the problem at, and I can admit it. Yeah, I can admit it. She was making me feel real guilty though, because as she was talking, me they are get ready to talk about Vybz Kartel being at the Barclays tonight, and the song that is going to lead the night at the Barclays tonight is a song that's called Brooklyn Anthem. But what I went and did is one step further. I went and pen and paper the first verse and half of the second verse of Brooklyn Anthem. So she's talking about us telling the children about take this gun thing out of your mind and XYZ. And now here I am about to get into the lyrics because we do want the people them to learn the song and be ready for the performance tonight. You see that? So I was feeling guilty.
And that's the thing, you know, when I tell you something, I admire why you do to, what you said a while ago, because when you look at the cartel thing, it don't affect you, you know. You enjoy the artistry. It don't affect you. But there is another side of you out there where you affect them. You understand?
Right, and this is where my argument comes in, though. This is where my argument, but this is where my argument comes in, though, bro. Because I can't save the world, and I won't even try to save the world, right? Because I know it's an impossible feat. So what I would rather do is spend time on bettering myself. So I am an example of someone who can listen to gun songs all the time, but I use them to get revved up when I'm doing a workout in the gym. So I keep my body in shape and these things when I'm running long distance or when I'm etc. Use them for whatever other way I use them for as an outlet, you know, when I need to be aggressive, etc. But I'm not using no gun song or him listen to it and then him thinks that the person who's singing it, that's what they do. So he glorifies that part of them and then he wants to be that too. You know, I feel like it's my responsibility to live truly and be like truthfully who I am, which I'm thinking I'm making a good example. I can tell people all the time, I love gun song, but we never shoot nobody out the road.
Exactly,
you know, and I don't encourage people.
And that's your strength.
And, right, but the persons who are not like that though need to get like that. Because listen, we cannot curtail everything in society to suit the weakest people in society. We just can't. We just cannot.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But there was a brother who called you earlier. And you had us talking about the number of people killed and murders are down or something.
Yeah.
Let me put in a simple maths. You see the amount of people that the police them kill?
Yeah.
That is subtracted for the amount of people they would have killed.
Right.
If they were alive.
Wait.
Because some of them, I'm pretty sure some of them probably would have dirt. Maybe half a dozen people, each of them, to how the rate was going. So that is simple maths. They are not alive to kill anybody else.
Okay, but just get to your answer now. Yeah. But here's the thing. On the other side of that now, the people are calling for accountability. Because just like I said to you just now, I want to see a better Jamaica too. But me no one know say you just bust off Miss Matty one son head and say, oh, he's a killer, or him did a shoot after we and him did have a gun. Where the body camera? So when time you give me your story, you can hear his evidence. You know, in America, when there's a shootout with somebody, the police then present the body camera and we can all see what happened. And we can say, damn, them police officers murdered that man. Or we can say, damn, he must have wanted to die that way, because who comes out of their car just shooting at the police like that? Right? So we are in 2025. This is not back in the day. We are in information and technology age where these things are there for transparency so we can build trust. So yeah, me hear what you say, but me don't want to just classify somebody as a killer just because police killed them. Police killed Miss Mattison, so Miss Mattison was a killer. And by them killing him, them save him from killing other people. Show me some proof. Show me some proof that he was a killer.
So when the police killed many of these people, where they get so much gun to plant on them, as a lot of people say they never have guns.
Then you see how much gun coming on island, man. I'm not
So
saying
so so you want to tell me they travel with them to plant on these people when they kill them?
Is that hard for you to believe though?
Yes,
Mm,
I'm telling you.
mm.
I
Well,
can't see you though. I can't see you though. Go out and plant gun on people like that in
well,
every occasion.
there was a police officer who they buried under the prison in Jamaica because he chose to came out and talk about what they were doing. And he was just like me, somebody who was not able to put himself in there and say, I was in there too. I'm gonna tell you who me did kill. I'm gonna tell you how me did kill them. So all the forensics are gonna match my story because I me do that murder there. And I did that murder on behalf of, like one of them, him say, you see the man when we licked down a crossroad and he gave the date and everything. Him, me never have no beef with him. Me just kill him because him did a disrespect my gunman brethren or my gangster brethren. And me just take him out because of that. There was another one who I did because XYZ. And then he started as it was all good when he was telling on himself. You see, when he started to draw everybody else in and telling what they were doing, they shut that man out, and he made me started looking at Indicom differently. And he was the only person who got put under the jail. If somebody remember the name of the police officer when I talk about now, please leave his name in the comment section below. I covered it extensively in a time gone by. Right? So don't put it past them, my brother. To say they, that's why you hear me say stuff like big up to the good police them, because we know that there are bad ones.
Well, I agree with that because not everybody is perfect, and not
Yeah,
every
man.
one of
Them
them is
plant
perfect.
evidence on people and lock them up for stuff them never do.
I
Them
agree.
shoot
I
and
agree
kill
with it.
people and put gun on them. It's something that is real. It happens.
I agree with it, but most of it is not that.
Okay, well, here what we
Yeah.
can do to stop this back and forth. Where are the body cameras then?
Yeah, I agree.
You see that? That would have taken care of that. Where the
I
body
agree.
cameras then? It would have taken care of that. Therefore there will not be no more of this excuse right here. So them same police there will vindicate themselves every time, because they will, when the public starts to doubt them, lie them are telling them the poor boy no have no gun, is a hard working youth, him up on the church choir XYZ. Once they play that video and everybody can see, there's nothing more that needs to be said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, my brother, nice talking to you.
All right,
Keeping
brother.
up your good work. I love the work you're doing. I hope you reach youths then.
Yeah, I do. I hope so too. But if we reach one, then it's one life that saves. So
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Manners and respect, sir.
Take care.
All right.
Take care.
Yeah. Yeah, that is something that bothers me all the time though. Yeah, and y'all can tell that I'm conflicted because, as much as I want justice all around. So me not just want just shoot down the people them and then come tell me say, say I was wanted, or say I want gunman, or say I'm not saying that some of them that are getting killed aren't gunmen, and some of them that are getting killed aren't people who actually did shoot after police. Of course, some of that happened. But just clear the air. by putting those body cams on. That way we won't have the need to continue to have this back and forth again. You know, because you have one set of people, you know, them truly believe, say, anybody police kill. I did gunman, police kill him. Well, see them moving on with life. And then there are so many that got killed who weren't, you know. What happened to their people? What happened to you're a mom, you have a son, it's all good until it's your son. It's all good until it's your daughter. And then you want justice. Chucky Brown, Pussy G, big up yourself. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Chucky Brown is who I was talking about. Chucky Brown is who I was talking about. There's another man who was super rich in Jamaica and a businessman. Did a video on him as well. I think them gave him like 5 or 6 life sentences or something like that. I have that video on YouTube as well. That video has hundreds of thousands of views. But them come out and talk. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Good morning, SOUFLO.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Okay.
Do you have us on speaker before you get started? Do you have us on speaker or Bluetooth?
Yeah, me have a on speaker.
All right, take it off of the speaker.
Okay.
All right.
SOUFLO.
Yes, sir.
So all the problem that is there and we're talking about, where the solution going to come from for this situation?
Okay.
Because we can't have it this year, next year, every year. Where the solution going to come from for this?
But that is the thing. That is a part of it. A part of it is continuing to speak about it. And the more we speak about it, is the more them look bad till eventually somebody is, things and times change enough. Who in a power right now is not always going to be in power enough. Eventually somebody is going to come along and say body camera time. Because the world now sees, at 10 years now, the youth that they have said the body cameras would have solved these problems. So maybe it looked like, you know, justice slow, the wheels are turning, but they're turning slowly. That's just the way that it is. Unless the other solution is revolutionary. Whole heap of unification required for that. And whole heap of march and stand up at one place and, you know, make them know the demands that are need to be met. But that's not going to happen because we don't have that much unity. So,
next question. No, really next question. What was the topic actually? I'm start tuning late. What was the topic really about this morning?
We jump from topic to topic, man. Every like 30 minutes we'll be on one, and next 30 minutes we'll be on another. Sometimes we go an hour on one topic because the one topic there's like a sweet spot where we can explore some things. But this that we're speaking about specifically right now, I started off by talking about the decrease in the murder rate in Jamaica. It's coming out, news headlines published this morning that the murder rate in Jamaica for the first quarter dropped by 35%, which is 107 less murders than last year at this time, from January 1st to April 1st of 2025. And then, but police killings are up 163%. So I was saying that we can't have it both ways.
Yeah, me know enough, bro. The first thing, these police not holding accountable to nothing at all, you know. So the police them have that heavily in their head, you know.
All right, sir.
So them now will accountable, you know. If you check over the years and how much police get arrested wrongfully, whatever, it number is really so low. You understand? And when I just said some of these killing is not justified, but a lot of them is not justified either. And not of these cases where the police say find person with gun to. You need to see no gun and show up on the TV one day and we say fight to firearm.
All right.
If at all the time they show say, okay, see the two gun here. Where you find?
You don't hear it on news.
You don't hear it on news, but you not see no gun exhibit.
So back to where you asked when you first.
Brother, let me tell you the truth. It's a country where, boy, I don't even know. They don't like to see better. But at the same time, me and you know, I talk about the crime rate in Jamaica. You have another somebody have been don't say, we have to come to look for. By talking the truth.
So you know, yeah, yes, yes, yes. But there's always going to be them kind of people there, you know. There are always going to be those kinds of people. You can't. You look at the bigger picture. A person like me, I'm looking at the big picture. If me I look far away, small-minded people are say, are people who are trying to hinder progress are saying, I would have quit this a long time ago and go talk about something else. Just the beer dancehall music review and stuff like that. We actually are trying put sensible conversation on the table and trying to affect change. So,
because a speed is just a speed.
So here it's in all of our interests. Me can't, just like how me can say me feel wrong, cause me feel like a part of the wrong crowd where I do from the previous caller is the same way me can say all this affects Jamaicans. Well, I'm one of them. It affects me too. So if I'm fighting for a safer Jamaica, then I must myself me a fight for. Me a fight for me to be able to enjoy Jamaica too.
Brother.
You hear what you said though? You went on about whole heap of people get killed and gun put on them and XYZ. You hear what I said? The body cameras would erase that conversation.
Yes, man.
All right.
Put it out here.
Simple solution.
Put it out here.
So the
if
next
you
thing
yourself as a police not doing nothing wrong, why you afraid to wear it?
all right. So the next but the police can't take up body camera and wear them, you know. The body camera has to be mandated for the police to wear. So we're talking about a change in the laws. And then we're talking about somebody like Dr. Harish Chang, Minister of National Security, to make sure that this gets put in place. Right? So we already know now. We as the people already know, say, body camera would end this conversation. Accountability and transparency, that's what we're looking for. That's what would happen with that. Here comes Dr. Harish Chang now. It's not that we can't afford them, you know. It's that where are we going to store the data, because it requires a lot of space to store the data.
Okay, so that's a big excuse by not going forward.
Well, that is what he told the people recently. You see? So we know who to look at. We know who to look at. And then this comes to politics. Because now we're talking to the people and we're saying, okay, so we don't want to see for Jamaica, but you keep on voting for somebody who keeps giving you excuses and still giving you the same results in the end. All right. Well, you're on your own. Because you can get him up out of there and get somebody else who won't give you that excuse, but will actually find a solution for that excuse.
And so, Flo, you're so right. Because let me say this to you. You have a call name too, you know, kind of like call name.
So.
Me say it's a Vegas, you know. Let's go and go video one article we are making at the country, you know. And nothing wrong with that. But 100 support it, so they must show the improvement of the country, so one article I make. And if the Andrew won 100 credit for the article we are making at the country, you know. And make sure the Andrew won it. Don't go to go lay up black. And you do nothing at all when you give him credit. Me hear because Vegas said, you know, it cannot be Andrew won it the place for the high crime rate, you know, because it can't get the mind of the people there. So think of these type of words where a man can be Jamaica, but I hear this type of word when I do.
I'll do you one better. New hospital is being built. One to the old hospital them that are still ill-equipped. Simple question. New hospital is being built. New hospital is being built. What happened to the old hospital them that have existed since when? And they are dilapidated and they are ill-equipped. Them don't have the proper things in there to actually save lives. What happened to that?
Oh, Flo, right now, I use them at Jamaica where my auntie tell me that you must be breaking back and then have a machine. In the country, I don't know when the machine going to be geared for him to have a fun. You hear? 2 persons in my community did an accident and a girl hurt herself and got torn. And he must be sending her back a country because he's on a bed for she be safe and to the stay down and not to be accident and pass. We don't know if we done. You hear? They
And-
can have
and
a
this-
big account, you know, and they come back a country.
And this is a common
So look
occurrence,
at
right?
that.
And this is a common occurrence.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
You are the leader of the country, and you have said no. You can't blame the leader for the crime rate. And when things is good, are you going to get the credit? I don't understand that.
Wait there, you say when it's bad, you can't blame him, but when it's good, him get the
Eh?
credit.
Yes, you want to say you cannot blame him
We
for
like
the
that,
crime
you
rate
know.
and can't go to the mind of the people. Then.
Yeah, we
And
like
the
that.
Roman fan out the intelligent and something that I hear them a word say.
We like that.
Eh?
Yeah, when it's good, give him the credit. But when it's bad,
And
don't
when it's
blame
good,
him.
everything appears.
Yeah, when it's bad, don't blame him.
Eh?
Uh,
Okay. You have one leader from one country when you have bully for young people there. Oh, you see the man clean up the country over there? Where they not talk to myself or people. You see the type of work the man do?
yeah, quite a few of them. There's one in Burkina Faso. There's one in even El Salvador there, which what the
Yes.
Trump-ship people go. There's where the Hutus and the Tutsis went to war and something. Rwanda. Rwanda is a big turnaround place as well. There are
I
quite
tell
a
you,
few.
you know the man clean up over there?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But you see, I'm clean up
The
over
man
there
said
though.
England Prime Minister, you know, say this might work for England, you know, but it's not work for here.
All right, but you see how I'm clean up over there though.
Eh?
Okay, now would you accept that if that was how we had a leader in Jamaica who said, "This is how me gonna clean up Jamaica, build a mega prison and fling the whole island in there."
You know, say.
Cause you know, say
Yes,
over
yes.
El Salvador, there a whole heap of people out the door a ball every day. Say them family members in there and them never did have nothing to do with nothing.
We understand,
And,
you know,
there's
every
no
system not going to be perfect, you know.
recourse, you know. There's no recourse there, you know. Once you go in there, there's no coming out.
Mhm. Mhm. So we all understand that, you know, say it is sad, but some things not going to be 100%, and you know, somebody else fall or something where we would want to happen either. You understand me? But not want to crime rate at Jamaica, man. There is nothing.
Crime murders are down 35%, but police killings are up 163%. You do the maths.
Look at that.
Yes, so are we willing to accept? Are we willing to accept that the police killings is going to have to skyrocket in order for us to have a lower murder rate? You see?
Everybody's innocent is proven guilty. That is the still law.
Yeah.
So you can't just get up and just fire gun stuff. No, man.
Right. When
Manners
and respect, my brother. All right, sir. All right. Listen, when you're dead, you know, you can't be anything. As you're dead, you can be classified as anything. Gunman, rapist, thief. You're not here to defend yourself. You're dead. Right. So, but I'm saying, either here nor there. Yo-Yo, big up yourself, Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo says that body cams need to be mandatory because everything is a shootout and no proof. Or you know, them take a picture of some guns and tell us that these are the guns that we retrieved from the men earlier who were killed, and they fired these weapons after us. But a body camera would definitely end all this. All of this. Grace Tennant says simple solution, SOUFLO. You know, Grace, the solutions to the problems are actually so simple that I've come to the conclusion that there is only one explanation for why certain things continue to happen. It's because them want them to happen. Because there's no way you could mean Jamaica good. And the solution to fix something so detrimental is so simple. Yet you won't apply that solution. You go around the bush. You know, when somebody tries to give you country directions, yeah, man, just go up there so and then if you pass it, you bug a lime tree, that means you're gone too far. So when you reach a bug a lime tree, Me want you make a left and go down, but you have to go down like one steep hill, you know. To a short, you go see two banana tree will lean, so like they make a X. You can't miss them. And then when you go down there, so now you have to go back up the hill. So just straight up the hill, you know, nobody go left or right or nothing, you know. You have to go straight up the hill until you go reach out on one level, one flat up at the top. And then when you reach out on the level, flat up at the top, you have to see one football pitch. Over there, so the boy them kick ball. It have like red dotty over there. Yeah, you can't miss it. It will look like say them a do backside sitting over there. But I just a football pitch. See? Right when you reach up there, so then you go round and round that 2 times because it's like a roundabout, but it's not an official roundabout, you know. And then you take your first exit and you go back over there. So that's how they go to simple solutions. And all of us are sitting here. You don't need no big degree or nothing extra to. You're like, so them can't reach the solution. Body cams. Yeah, but you have to go back down the sun, then go up the hill again and go around the 42 mango tree them there this time. Yeah, the Julie mango, don't turn at the black mango tree. The Julie mango tree, you know what Julie mango tree look like? Yeah, around the sun you have to turn and then you make a right round the sun now. Why all that? Why all that? Why not just, if you really mean Jamaica good, why not just get to the solution? Because I'm starting to think that y'all benefit. When I say y'all, I mean them. They benefit from things being the way they are. They benefit from the gun trade. They benefit from all these extra guns coming in the country. They benefit from people killing each other at the rate that they are on such a small island like Jamaica. I bet you say anybody in Jamaica who want a funeral home, them bank account fat. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these politicians are invested in funeral homes. I would not be surprised. Matter of fact, somebody needs to run a check on that and see. I don't know where I would start to get that information because people aren't, it's not mandatory for them to tell you what they are invested in. But take my word, I bet say some of them invested in some of them funeral homes upon the island. That's a very lucrative business. One thing you are sure of is one whole heap of murder. People are got dead. Whether police are kill them or other gunmen are kill them are got dead. Or they're dying of old age, or they're dying of sickness, or they're dying of, you see what I'm saying? We're not talking about people that are aging out and dying ill and accidents on the road and all that. You know, we are talking about just murder. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Good morning, SOUFLOTV.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I think that's good. I'm good.
All right.
Happy weekend.
Same to you. Talk to it.
The problem is they need fingerprint. And because maybe some of them in a high position know their fingerprint is on something, that's the reason why they don't want to get it. And that's the biggest problem in Jamaica. If you have fingerprint, the problem will be solved.
The national DNA database.
Exactly.
That I've been talking about for years. You see?
Yes.
Yeah, the solution is not complicated, my friend. It is not complicated. The murder rate in Jamaica could actually drop significantly just by putting a few things in place. Police start wear body camera, more cameras on the island. They had a system they call the Jamaica Eye. After a while, we hear the Jamaica Eye will have to shut down or it's not going anywhere because X, Y, and Z. Again, one more, go up the hill and then go around the 2 mango tree and go back over there. So again, that and the national DNA database, just a combination of things, and you would see quickly over time how low that drops.
Yeah, because their big friend is in certain things too, and they don't want their friend to catch and call their name too. That's the reason why, because fingerprint is the most
damning, one of the most damning piece of evidence against an individual.
Exactly.
Yes.
And because whenever anything goes on, you take a fingerprint, you can match it and know they come from that. Just run it through the base, the database, and you know who it is.
Right.
That's the reason why they don't want to get it.
Yeah.
Because they're involved and their friends are involved.
I am at that conclusion now.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Happy weekend, everybody.
All right. Happy weekend to you too, family.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I'm at that point now where I've come to realize that is what it is now too. Because the solution them too simple. Them too simple. Do you know? Well, y'all know this already, and I keep on repeating this. And when that guy from the US, that when he did the whole article, he make sure he left Jamaica first. The man said him get frustrated, yeah, man, and he said the crazy thing is he got the most fight from the people who were supposed to be helping him the most. So after giving him all the runaround and frustrating him as to why the system could not get built and put in place in Jamaica, he realized finally that they don't want it there. So instead of wasting his time any further, he flew back to the United States of America. Them don't want it. Them don't want it. There's big money being made on the island. You know, Jamaica is high up there in corruption. And I'm talking about on a global scale with the global watchdogs. I'm not talking about me and you saying Jamaica corrupted enough. Jamaica corrupted and you don't have no data to prove it, right? I'm talking about on the global scale. Go and look up on the global scale, the global watchdogs. They put reports out all the time. Look at where Jamaica sits as far as corruption goes. You know, me, I look around Jamaica, right? And this could get dangerous, but trust me, me not say nothing with them no know. Those higher up don't know. I'm gonna pass this by you real quick. I pass Jamaica, I'm there in Jamaica, I see some businesses that are opening. I have to ask myself, say, who are gonna buy the whole of them that same thing here? We're in here, so. This look like somebody wash some money with this business account. Nobody can afford none of them something there in here. If any Jamaicans could afford it, it'll probably be like 2 Jamaicans can afford that. 5 at the most. And you only see like 2 or 3 of them machines upon the island, and that's it. But the business is there. And they, for somehow, they get to even rework the stuff that they have and get rid of them there and put in even more newer ones because it's 2025. So we have to have the 2025 version on the showroom floor. And then me not see nobody in Jamaica drive the 2024 and 2023 and 2022 one, but then they have a sell before. And them have a 2025 one in there now. I mean, they're looking at a glass, so. I mean, see, Vybz Kartel have one. And the amount of money him pay for that, 100 and something thousand US dollar to one car. I mean, say, who else on the island are going to afford that? But how so much of them pack up in one place to sell? So the global watchdog says that Jamaica is a good place to launder your money. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Good morning, SOUFLO.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Not bad.
All right, good.
As usual, good platform.
All right, thank you.
Do you hear that the Prime Minister is asking the diaspora for help in Jamaica?
The Prime Minister is asking the diaspora, which would be me and
the
you.
The Jamaican diaspora abroad.
Yeah.
For help in Jamaica.
For help to do what?
That is a good question. But our ideas doesn't have sense. But our money have sense.
Yeah. So so is let me guess. Asking for help financially.
I guess.
Because it can't be for our ideas. It can't be for our ideas.
Yeah.
They don't want our ideas.
Yeah.
They don't want our ideas.
Money.
I have personally submitted. They don't want our ideas. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, my friend.
Have a good day.
You too now.
Take care of the family.
All right, you too. Have a good one. Listen, the diaspora. Go to matter and find out. Remember when we had this conversation not too long ago? Probably some months ago, where we found out that the most powerful Jamaicans are the Jamaicans who live outside of Jamaica. Also found out in that same instance that there are more Jamaicans living outside of Jamaica than there are Jamaicans living on the island of Jamaica. That's something that needs to be studied as well. But okay, we are people we go everywhere because we are world citizens, right? The amount of remittance, the money that we send back, Western Union, MoneyGram, put in an envelope, hide in a one tin a mile or something. I don't know. Any which part to get the money back from? Well, them couldn't track that. The amount that we send back is so what makes up the biggest part of Jamaica's GDP is tourism dollars. That remittance money is rivaling the tourism industry. That is how powerful your dollars and cents are. If those Jamaicans who live outside of Jamaica but contribute to Jamaica so heavily could just unite and make that and stand on one accord and make that voice be heard, y'all have the money to move it too. You don't only have the ideas, because everybody has the idea about how to make Jamaica better, but you have put the money back at it. You have the money to move it too. It's proven. But we don't have the unity. So we can have the money and we can have the numbers, but the unity is not there. So you'll just continue to be that. And when I said that, I'll say this again so nobody get the wrong idea. Because somebody did ask me a question after I did that video. SOUFLO, do Jamaicans in Jamaica like dislike or have a beef with Jamaicans who are overseas or outside of Jamaica? I say I don't know nothing about that. I know that some people get jealous when you're able to fly in and fly out, especially if you fly in and move lavishly around people who are suffering or who are barely making it and fly out all the time, etc. Some people might harbor some feelings, but that's not the majority of our people, I don't think. So I didn't want anybody to say, I divide when I say the most powerful group of Jamaicans. It's a divisive language, the most powerful group, because we're grouped together right away and separated right away. Which group you belong in? I know which group I belong in. I belong in the group of the most powerful Jamaicans, right? But we're only the most considered that way in context. You know what I mean? So you're better than your brother and your sister them. In context, you're able to fly out and you live somewhere else where the money is worth more and you're a part of that contributes and the dollar amount adds up to that, etc. So please don't take it any other kind of way. All right. At one place, now get my money, funeral home. That one place now get my money, funeral home. You said Denise. Yep, got it already. Already got help. Okay, the way Jamaica give directions, the way Jamaicans give directions, old school Jamaicans give directions. So just go around and Miss Jackie shop. You know a shop, Miss Jackie shop there? You can't miss the man. You're up on the right. Hey, when Jamaican give a direction, you know. Eh? So half of the time you don't even know which part they must send you, you know. Just go straight down here, son. Don't turn left or right, you know. Just go straight. Let me tell you, my G. See, I got lost in Jamaica before I saw brother Tony hot. When him do that and rock back, you see, me know say, me not go find which part me I go. I look for a wife and me just start laughing at myself. I was like, but me no want to be disrespectful because I asked for help. So let me see if maybe I could understand. Alright, let me tell you now. So you just go straight. Nobody turn off, you know, my G. No go left or right or nothing. Just go straight. You see when you reach Miss Jackie shop up on the right side. Can't miss it. You know Miss Jackie shop, you can't miss it, man. They not even give you a chance to say, no, me don't know Miss Jackie shop. You know Miss Jackie shop, you can't miss it, man. They're on the right. They're on the right hand side. You see when you reach there, so that's how you go so bam, and you make a left. You see when you make a left, you just go, you're going to see one hill. You're there, a hill foot when you make a left, you know, just go straight up a hill, you know. And then we special, that's us. Moving on to the next one now, which Boy, she make me feel guilty for that one here this morning, me not like. Oh boy. Shout out to, let me leave that one there a little bit more till me not feel so guilty. You know, me have to go give a speech before me can do that one. Yeah. Don't feel guilty, Lance. Me have to go do a speech. No, my conscience bother me. It bother me. But me have to go do a speech before we can do that one here. Hear this. I don't feel the need to be perfect in life. I don't. I don't feel the need to be right with everything. You know, I'm a kind of person I want to partake in the friggery and foolishness sometimes. That's why sometimes I tell people, say, the only time you might see me and I'm not me as you see here is if I'm out partying, like if a party time and a party we go out to have a festive event time, what happened there so stay there so here, son? Cause you got see so flow a bus be a gun blank in the ear, me I might select a rifle and clot it till I ear, you know, me I tell me I buy and run that back and you might see me all drink until me I stagger and them kind of something there. And then down the road you see me come back to being like this again. I start talking about, you know, health is wealth and make sure you're sweating and exercising and eating healthy, consuming healthy things, lay off of the junk food and X and Ray. So I feel like I can partake in all things. Well, not all things, but you know what I mean. All things inside of my borders and not lose myself. Not lose myself. So I'm gonna feel the need for like play a certain role and certain part. I know that there are people who are listening and who are easily influenced, and that's where the problem is. But like I said to the brother earlier, we can't save everybody. And I'm not trying to save everybody either. You see the youth who are gonna look for me and say, so flow love, everybody I tell me about me to stop. Listen gun music, I thought make me turn gunman. And me I tell them say me just like it. They could point to me and they could say, so flow love gun music bad. And him all write out the lyrics, them all sing them, not even me not do all that. But him not out a road in a gunman company. It's not something he endorses or enjoys or encourages. You know? Yeah. Lulu Ridges said perfection is fallacy. I absolutely agree. Nan's perfection is unrealistic. I absolutely agree. And you know what? I won't even strive for perfection because it's unattainable. It is unattainable. Lulu said, wait there, pass the bun out shop. Then you lost because you can't see the shop. The same man tell you, and if the shop bun out, how you going to see it? Pass the bun out. Yeah, man, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. And you missed it. And now you are way, way down the road in our whole different community. I wonder how you reach down here, so. All right. There's another one that I wanted to talk about this morning real quick. Usually it was safe for us to say briefly, but you know, people like Jerome them, why so flown brief, man not talk about no brief from here. Anyways, a lady yesterday made a video put on social media. Remember, so we have the Cococa Tea something to get into, you know. But we're gonna get into that sister here message yesterday first, and then the Cococa Tea something, and then the cartel something. And that should be it for us for the morning. All right, all in order. So here, our sister.
I think you come here, what this and come here for 11 years in this country, I'm to let shoot. Me never take a vacation to go another state. Me say me I go. I want to go Airbnb, I little thing and like that. Me never travel back on a plane from come here this country. Come in and halfway for travel with me now no money. Me not have no money. Me not halfway for travel with. Me not have it. I mean not joke and no joke thing and this not just looking no views nothing. I see you or something me I tell them about. Me not lie. It's a struggle to live in this place. It's a struggle.
Wait, wait. Hold on, the mama. Wait there. Me have to rewind back our message there. Hold on there. You know why I laugh?
Airbnb.
Or they might never have thought of this. Okay? It's a raw struggle. It's Freedom Street 2025, Sarah. It's a raw struggle to live in this place here. Or pardon me, those of you who are offended by the word Ross. It's a raw struggle to live in this place for real. But Mama look like she feel the pain for real. My heart goes out to the people who haven't found a way yet. Because it is a raw struggle. Some people are under some severe pressure around here. You know what I mean? But we'll get more into that first.
Me, I little thing like that. Me never travel back on a plane from coming out of this country. Coming out halfway for travel with me now no money. Me not have no money. Me not halfway for travel with.
11 years, you know. 11
Me
years.
not have it. I mean, not joke and no joke thing and just looking no views, nothing. I see you or something me I tell them about. Me not lie. It's a struggle to live in this place. It's a struggle.
Gotta rumble.
Me not joke. Give thanks me have a roof over my head. If me not go to work, if my foot a pain so bad, I me not go to work for a day, me lose a paycheck. Plus me lose time. Me lose a paycheck. Plus me lose that my time me keep in my job, my points me keep in my job. Yes, I say, Father God, please check my foot that me can go to work daily.
Don't
My
get sick.
life depends on this job to pay me overhead in America. Every day I tell myself, they say me have a house back home. Me tell the truth, say me have a house back home. Because me there in Jamaica, me used to do me look small business and so. And me look cat in my yard and sell me look food and for Friday and such a day me fry me fish and everything there. And me blend up my magnum and peanut and okra juice and Irish mustard. So if you sell like a Jamaica. Me live in the countryside America. You know, live like New York and them place where you know say if you do a little thing, you can get 1 or 2 support over that side. It's not easy. Me tell you, say, me did have a house back home, people. Me go back home, me hand over my citizenship and head back to my yard and go do something down there. Pick up a little shop or something. And people that think say, come here, you work this, and come here, me have 11 years in this country, and me tell you shoot. Me never take a vacation until to go another state. Me tell me I go. I want to go Airbnb or a little thing and like that. Me never travel back on a plane from coming out this.
First of all, let me say to the people who feeling like how she feeling, me feel it feel. Yeah, me feel it feel. Because me know what the struggle feel like too. So me feel it feel. I want to tell you say it get greater later, but I can't tell you say it get greater later for everybody, because not everybody is willing to make certain levels of sacrifice to make sure say it get greater later. You see that place here? You see that place here? Hey, you see who never in that place here before, me don't know which part of the like you left yard and Ghana, Canada, or you left yard and Ghana, England, or and you're like, it's rough over here, mate. England is so rough. Or you're there, Canada, say something, or you just never fly out a yard yet, or whatever. You see this place here? Tons of opportunity here. Yes, that's true. This place will eat you alive. You hear me? Most people who live here knows this. That if you don't strive, like really, if you not really put your shoulder to the wheel in America, you will end up in a place, you know, where you just work for pay bills, you know. And you live on what we call a live on a eyelash. That means if America quint, so you drop off of the eyelash, right? Paycheck to paycheck, if you want to call it that way. You're barely scraping by. It gets greater later. When we look at the sister talk just now, we can see like the black ring them round her eyes. Me know stress, me can recognize stress when we see it in our people, just like how I can recognize it when I see it in myself. Her tone of how she is explaining that particular thing, etc. You know? We go through them thing there already, man. So for those of you who are in that spot right now, cost of life staying now. Today for me, tomorrow for you. You know, we all won't get there at the same time. My advice to you is this. You're going to have to do, please listen to me. My advice to you is this. If you're in a jam right now, like she is, If your life right now is paycheck to paycheck, come love to see prosperity too. If your life is paycheck to paycheck right now, if you are in a situation where like you're like, you know, sir, if me get sick right now, me couldn't afford to take 2 weeks off to heal myself to get better. So me have to go hide sickness or fight sickness and go on to work or the bills them have to pay, etc. etc. If you're in any kind of them situation there, listen to me good. This is what you need to do. You're going to have to do something you never done before. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is. Because one work for one person might not work for you. You're going to have to do something you have never done before. I'll give you an example. You see, when I did out there, I work one job, it wasn't cutting it. So I was living paycheck to paycheck. I did have to seriously look for myself and say, you know, sir, a 2 full-time job. Hey, I talk to myself like Mads Madina in a mirror, you know. Hey, wake up. You wake up every day, you're tired of this Ross life. You can't afford this, you can't go this, so, you know, get up, come. You're going to need 2 full-time jobs first. From there, so, one of them is to pay the bills, the other one is to save the whole life. The next thing you're going to do is, once that free up your time, you look at money upon reserve. True, me did go to the army already. Me say, all right, me have some benefits from there, so if I go back and further my education now, then me can put myself in a different trajectory to onto some good money. But I'm going to have to go through years of schooling to do this. I go back to university, I'll get that degree here. I couldn't do that before because it's either where I go get the extra time to study and attend classes and all these other kind of things. So a plan is the next thing. You're going to have to A, do something you never done before. You're going to have to B, put a plan in place. And you're going to have to see that plan through. Stick to it. Stick to it. I'm telling you already about when I go through school and I go to the VA to go see doctor to get checkup and stuff, and the person behind the counter that's working as a receptionist tell me, say, him just graduate from the same school me I go. And the scrubs that I have on will have the what I'm doing. It might discourage me because I say, yo, ain't no jobs out here for you. You wasting your time going through school with that, right? Me make up my mind already, say, me and you are not the same, right? So this is where I'm going to separate myself from you. I'm going to show you, say, you didn't know how to market yourself. Me know how to market myself. Me not afraid for looking at people's face and talk to them. You understand? And I'm a chameleon. I could fit into any environment. So I had that over what him did I try perpetuate for me. Now, when we done school, you know, I try to tell us, after that came traveling. After the traveling came, you know, just things were falling apart as things were coming together. I'll never forget. The first real check I got in the field that I went to school for, that was more than my whole month's salary before doing all this. Finally, I say, yo, I can actually pay all of my bills them off of one paycheck, and I'm getting paid every week. One paycheck can pay all of my bill them. All the other paychecks, I could blow one if I want to. Just I can't be life short. Have some fun. Reward yourself. Stop and smell the roses. Stop telling yourself say you're gonna heap up and hide everything over here so you would dead left it. Me I go work and save. You would dead left it. That's why I'm the kind of person who believe in partaking in everything. I work hard. You'll catch me at the club with bottles. I'm playing hard too. I'm let loose for sure. And then boom, change up and go right back into that professional environment, get back to that money again. You understand? So when I encourage people to do them something here, I become I've been through them something here. I see the stress on the sister there, but I know she alone. A whole heap of people I live like this. You're going to have to do something you've never done before. You're going to have to put a plan in place back at that. You're going to have to see that plan through. As I was seeing my plan through, everything was falling apart in my life. And I could have quit, but I couldn't quit. I wasn't built like that. And it was so worth it. It was so worth it. I want good for others as much as I want good for myself. When out there I struggle, I'm just feel it full, especially when you're saying I've been here 11 years. Whole heap of people been here 11 years, 15 years, 20 years. Don't have nothing in no savings or nothing. And you might look at them and say, I work with somebody that because I would and I could. You wait till your turn come. You wait till your turn come and look and see what you have. Because life don't happen the same for everybody, my friend. And everybody don't have the same group of skills and the same abilities, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Yeah. And everybody can go sit down in a classroom and take on college level maths and do all of the, anatomy and physiology and study kinesiology and these kind of things and brain your way through it and graduate and then go off to it different parts for different people. So may I tell you, say you're gonna have to do something different. I can't tell you what to do. I know what could work for me. I don't know if it doesn't work for you. That way. But you see, for those of you who it could work for, OT is a very good field to get into. Matter of fact, anywhere in the health field is a good field to get into. And it's a you can't miss. You can't miss with it. You can't miss with it. Yeah, so with that said, yeah, Grace Tennant, the struggle is real. The struggle, really, really real. And we were saying that before, Rapper Crapper was saying that, but big up Rapper. Not we as in me. It was just something we grew up saying. The struggle is real. But you know, a Crapper thing that when said the struggle is real. So big up Crapper for that. But yeah, that's like them. You know how some people are. Look at them stealing Rapper Crapper's catchphrase. Even though we did have said that before, because we grew up saying the struggle is real. Anyhow, next thing we can get into. Let me see. The next one we're gonna talk about before we get into the Vybz Kartel something. My phone closed on me.
I'm people that
feel away fair. Oh, the Cococa Tea thing. That's the next one. Well, I don't want to spend too much time on the Cococa Tea thing, but I just wanted to update everybody who was on the other day when we first started exploring, the information that's out there. And I came across this morning, which is Cococa Tea's son and daughter on a phone call and him explaining certain things. Are any of you familiar with Cococa Tea getting married? Cococa Tea, like, was there a wedding for Cococa Tea? Like how Beanie Man did get married to the Angel and them did have a big wedding. Do you know if there was a wedding like such for Cococa Tea? Sure, Nance? Pussy G says, I found liberation as well when I started to travel. Yes. Yes. Unsure. All right. Put your ears over here, so it's kind of raspy, but I will do my due diligence and explain. Listen. Honest truth. No man never did the man good there, brother. Yeah. Because my Virgin Massa, I send the man money every Wednesday, 1 year straight. Before I'm dead 1 year. 1 year straight. Because Massa and Cococa Tea best friend. No people don't know that. You see what I'm saying? 1 year straight. The man, like 2 weeks before the man called me in New York. The man said, do spend the money, come they are hungry. You see me? Cococa Tea and Battalion, I said. Cococa Tea and Battalion. Yeah, I know what you want me to tell them,
While dear wife I live a life. Guys. Yeah, I me a big man, you know. Me not gonna tell you, me know say the girl have man, I know that them get in the car. Straight up, I don't know nothing about that. But when me know say, she never deal with the man straight, brother. Okay. Yeah, she never deal with the man straight, bro. Basically, I say she have intel on it because she have people who neighborhood and them know what I want. And America is better. We all know that that's another something where alright, look now. Cocoa friend them said, the girl got the hospital and Coco said, Red said, nah, me come back to the yard. Red said, me move on with my life in a Coco. And no, not even Coco, me move on with my life in a country. Right. So you explain to me and tell me that is a good person.
I heard that part.
What you know? The girl and the man never married in a bro. Me tell her how the girl get it. Me tell her. Hold on. She and him is not legally married. No. She can come back. Russian, talk nice when we talk. Easy Russian, don't talk. Just calm down. I don't know a country boy. Hold on, sis. Just calm down, Russian. She obtained a marriage certificate from an individual. All right. Hold on. Don't call it person named Junior. I'm not saying you call the person name. Hold on. Prison work that you know, brother. Prison work. Listen what me tell you now. Prison work that you know, brother. Prison work. Why she buy marriage certificate? Me not ask Christ, bro. Brother, if she not legally married to the man and she obtain that certificate and she take everything, all of you can go out for her feet. Tell the honest truth.
All right. So what I'm gathering is that was Cocoa Tea brother, son and daughter, and they're airing stuff out, right? Having a conversation. The daughter obviously, when him get to the part where he was saying, so first of all, this brother that's talking is saying that he is brethren of Cocoa Tea's best friend. And a lot of people don't know that this is Cocoa Tea's best friend. And for a whole year straight, financially, Cocoa Tea was doing bad. So bad that he was hungry at times. He can't go work nowhere. He don't have no income neither. So even they are telling brethren one at a time, say, I beg you, send me the money, man, because I'm hungry, you know, not even food, me not have here to eat. And him say, I'm not hide and talk. Then he went and said, all that stuff they were talk about, she have manner, all that, me not gonna be a big man. Me not gonna say that because I don't know about that part, none of that. But I can tell you that she never treat him good in the last days. He mentioned something that I told y'all before, where I said somebody told me that he was hospitalized before, like towards the end. And at one point him asks his wife if he can come back home to the house. And she said no, because she don't want him at the house and she move on with her life. That kind of weird to me. Then there's the part where he went and said, him no hide and talk. They're not married legally. She obtained the wedding marriage certificate fraudulently, and he was about to mention the individual who got the paperwork for her, but that's when the daughter was like, don't say the person name, and he was like, if you know what I say name, while the camera come on live, then like he wanted to just say everything that was going on. Again, for us on this platform, all allegedly, because we weren't there and we don't know nothing. Don't call the person name. BM says, don't call the person name. They're saying don't call the person name because that is fraud. And if somebody did that, actually did that, and it's true, that person that might, I don't know, this come across, next thing the person under investigation, next thing you know, person gone to prison. That's imprisonable fraud kind of thing. Is the license was obtained and there was a marriage, wasn't it filed for record? This is why I started out asking y'all, do you know of a actual marriage, like a wedding ceremony that happened? That me that try to figure out, man. I was hoping that somebody would call and say, Southflow, foolishness them attack. They got married in 2011, 2001. I was there. We attended their wedding, XYZ. Or there are pictures over here at that whatever of their wedding. And so was there and so was there. Right? May I hope for that? Because that would be the only kind of proof. If you could get somebody from the inside to doctor up a paperwork for you, then that's easy to do. Matter of fact, it's easy to doctor up any kind of paperwork. Somebody up here in a trouble right now for that, trying to take away somebody's house. One next Jamaican. And they're in trouble for that. So I doctored up a whole deed for a house. Or a whole mortgage packet for the house. So people do things. I'm not saying that's what she did. We don't know. But the information, as I said before, as the days go by, it comes out more and more. First we hear say she never treat him good. Then we hear the next day say she have man. And then we hear the next day say man in the house. Not only that, next man did that get mine with Cococa Tea money. She never have to all her money. Now we are here so them not married legally, and how she got the fraudulent paperwork and it's like every day is something else. And I know a lot of people who like Cococa Tea is like, why them can't just make the man rest in peace? Trust me when I say these words. Cococa Tea is resting. All the baga wagwan, that's for life. Here on this plane. And for humans on this plane to go through. Him no worry about none of that. I'm not involved in any of it anymore. Marilyn Grant says, OMD. I've only just seen the live morning, afternoon, Southflow and everyone. Please remember to like the live. Marilyn Grant, thank you for being here. You tuned in super late. You're probably tuned in at the part that you don't even want to be tuned into, because right now we're going to get into the Vybz Kartel lyrics to Brooklyn Anthem right after this. So you might want to tune out if you are not a dancehall enthusiast. BM says, as the days go by, everything will come out in court. Yeah. Everything will come out in court. Well, I am well late today. Greetings, Southflow and family. Kaz Robinson. Kaz, you too. Big up yourself, Kaz. Thank you for being here. We have one more. One more for the morning. It's sad to see this. So I'm not too into the mix-up, but I'm super interested in the case because it's Cococa Tea. I'll be straight up honest. Not only that, there's a lesson here for all of us. And the lesson is to get your affairs in order. You might look by yourself and say you don't have nothing. Some of you out there have a whole lot. Some of you out there own multiple properties and have a good substantial amount of money in bank and a huge life insurance policy and all these other things, and you're still telling yourself you don't have nothing. You do. You do. The last thing you want, you see, is for you to pass away suddenly and somebody who not even did rate you in a life. Because that happened a lot, People who not even did rate you in a life, them wouldn't even piss on you if you was on fire, and them alone could have out you. And them end up in your things. Drive your car where you work hard and pay for. I remember one time you just struggle with your car payment them till you pay it off and get the paperwork for the car, the ownership, the title, your house, them living at your house. That happens to a lot of people. So get your affairs in order. Okay? Especially for some of us who have children here on earth. You want to make sure that you leave your things to them or they can benefit and not just anybody, because that's what usually happens. to people who didn't leave something in place. It's a big fight, and who you would want to oftentimes don't get any of it, and who get it or who shouldn't have it in the first place. And you don't want that to be what happens to you, right? So again, get your affairs in order. Get your affairs in order. You could go to your local bank. I know most banks do this. I don't know if your bank would. Look, there are banks that will help you, or you can get online and just look up will and testament, or how to draw up my will, and and start from there. And then there are other things that you need to put in place as well too, like directive, so on and so forth. Because you're there here right now and you have to say to yourself, say, I don't want to be buried. I want to be cremated. Kind of go bury me. I just was never a fan of the whole burying me under the ground kind of thing. And I don't think that's a sustainable thing for Earth anyways. I don't know if y'all ever look out into a graveyard, like a big graveyard. Concrete everywhere. I saw one in Brazil. I think it's in Brazil, or no, it's not Brazil. It's the same place, El Salvador. There's a graveyard in El Salvador that have like 1,000,000+ headstone. And you have to look on it spread out wide. And I said the people them whose children are buried or family members buried in the middle, them have to like climb over and go through and go around all them headstone and them sitting there to go find in the middle right there, so for them, and you can't move them after that. So you tell your family, if anything happens to me, I don't want to be buried. Cremate me and sprinkle my ashes, XYZ. You kick the bucket, guess what them do? Me don't know what him did I talk about when him did I lie about him now on burial. After we now believe in a cremation. Me could go pick out one cheap casket for him here. I bury them or bury you, Bury them, bury them or go bury you against your wishes. So if you have these things in place, it trumps what everybody else has to say after. Who gets what? Yeah, you're living well, and you advance directives. Pussy G, thank you. Those are the proper words, right? Maybe the kids want to fight for their father's legacy to live on. Just saying. What happened in the dark must come to light. If that is true, karma is a bitch, says Norma Jean. And some people don't care about karma. Nan says Legal Shield does it for free and upgrade it each year for free. A membership is required. Legal Shield. So in this room, we're throwing out help to others. A lot of them like to listen, but don't act. You don't control this. Put your affairs in order. You feel much better when you do. Let me give you an example. Me used to travel, you see, and travel just free and willy-nilly. When you're booking tickets to go somewhere and you reach a part where it says if you want insurance or if you need insurance for this, Mr. NASA, that the extra money that me now pay that. Me just go about my business, right? And then as I got older and now I have my children and I'm out in the world with my children, anywhere I'm going, all different kind of insurance. We have the trip is insured, the tickets are insured. We do a separate insurance so we can get medevac airlifted, a medical airlift from wherever we're at, back to which part we live, to one of the hospital them that's closest to our home. And all these things cost an extra bit of money, but it's something that is necessary. Because you tell yourself all the time, no man, nothing gonna happen, man, be good. You're not in control of all things, my friend. And if it happened to other people, it can very well happen to you too. I see people go up on vacation and stroke out. Didn't see a stroke coming. Now they're in a medical crisis. Stuck in a foreign country, in a subpar conditions, can't get good medical attention when it is critical at the moment to get that. And which part them live? state-of-the-art hospital and therapy center right there, but then can't get them back because them do what me used to do. I don't need no insurance, man. I just run go there for like a week and 2 weeks and come back. So all these things we have to start think about as grown people, you know. When you have children, it's worth it. Yeah. Well, even when you don't have no children, because it's worth it for yourself. For yourself. Trust me, I enjoy my trips more now when I travel because there was this part of me that was always conscious. You never take the insurance. So if anything happens, you're gonna lose the money for this trip. If anything happen with your family, when you're stuck here, you know, you have $50,000 to pay for transport each individual in a medical emergency situation. No, all right, you get free. So the whole time me did me paro while I'm trying to have fun. Now, believe me, you will go and you will really enjoy yourself wherever you're at, knowing that certain things are in place. Yeah. If anything happened to me, I know some of my kids them well taken care of. Me not paro no more. On this trip right here, when we go, I know if anything happened to anybody, everybody is able to be medevac up out of here. And if anything happens to one, they take the whole family, not just one person, etc., etc. So yeah, some employers offer legal shield as well, but I pay for the service independently, says Nance. And Norma Jean says, we had that conversation with our mother before she got sick. When she passed, we did not have any problems. Yeah. You know what? That's a hard thing to do. My mom keep on trying to talk to me like that. And you know, I find myself every time mommy do it, I'm like, mommy, come on, we talk about something else. And I know even though even though I'm saying that to you guys, to you all, not you guys. I don't want to pick up other people's stuff because there are women here. I'm gonna call women guys. But you all, even though I'm saying that to you, there are things that I'm not following through on like that. You know, I remember my grandparents, same issue. And then for my mom now, she's like, we have to sit and talk, you know, because you have to know, you know, my insurance policy, what they say, and where this is, and what account has what, and it's where with what institution, and what I need you to do in case of XYZ. I mean, I said, mommy, like it feel like say your mother plan her debt, you know. And but if you look at it, that's what we're all doing, babe. If you look at it, that's what we're all doing. But that's what we all actually need to do. Like the people them who say, "Me no want get no life insurance, man, cause when you start buying life insurance by yourself, it is like say you're soon dead." We have to stop that. Me no want put no life insurance for me picnic them, cause them young and them still have one long life to live. We have to stop that. You know what I mean? You're tired, babe? Come here. Some bank accounts cover you for travel and hospitals. Me don't know about that bank account cover you stuff there. I don't have that. I do make sure that we are able to be medevac wherever we go. And that is done separately through a company that handles, a medical company that handles just that. We had that conversation with our mother. Yeah, Norma Jean says. And when she passed, you had no problems. Right. You're bun up. You're tired.
Yeah. Burnt. Out. To look at here.
A gym she a come from, you know. Hopefully the gym where you go work out. But you're done.
Yeah, I'm finished.
Where you work out?
I did cardio. You know me and cardio.
Cardio alone?
I did cardio and legs.
And legs.
Mm-hmm.
Leg them tight.
Mm-hmm. I feel like meal drop down really.
Hello?
Yeah, really. Me need to go bed and find something to eat.
You can go eat.
Yeah, but we can't eat till 12 o'clock.
Mm. And that's why I'm there. I'll chat. Hard. Wait there. Hold on there. Me I miss all the comments them. Hold on. We'll get to the last part of this soon. Some employers offer it. Some employers probably do. I just don't have that. My mom as well. And it's very emotional, says Nance. It is. Every time she brings it up, I'm like, Mommy, come on. I could, yeah, why now? You know? But you never know. You never know. Some and billionaire account. Oh yeah, Kaz, that was a response to that. Some accounts offer that. Kaz say a millionaire accounts offer them something there. Uh oh, Pussy G says hi, babe. She said hi. Laura Jean said, my son is like you. He's my only child, and we cannot have that conversation. Ah, yes. But I'm gonna have to like brave up and do it. Brave up and do it for you. Yeah, Shakira, go walk off herself, walk off her back. Leg day is always a killer. You would know. You would know. You can tell such a work. Baby, if you say Pussy G, she definitely be working out.
Bird, 1,231.
Mm.
Oh, jeez.
And you need some sustenance now.
For sure.
All right. So she needs some sustenance now. Sean Cassell. Oh. That's not easy, you know. Let's say here, yeah. All right, so the last one. All right, one more time I'm gonna say this: get your affairs in order. Okay, we're out here and live life, we have fun, all these things. Get your affairs in order. All right. 95% of people will never find love. We almost missed that one day. And we'll get into that before the Vybz Kartel one. We shouldn't take too long on this. 95% of people will never find true love. There was a statistic that I found this morning that was recently released. It says most people will pass it up or they will spend the rest of their lives. Most people will meet it and pass it up and then spend the rest of their lives looking for it. Only 5% of people will recognize it, keep it, nurture it, and live in it for life. I think that is sad as hell. That's sad. 95% of people will never find true love. That means there's somebody where you're there with probably don't really love you just for you. Them love you because of what you bring to the table, or they love you because of what y'all are able to build together. It's more like a business transaction kind of thing. I'm married to my business partner. We do great together. You know, we are financially secured because we both put in this, that, XYZ, or because this person does this, that, and that for me, but it will never be like true love. Like, I love this person unconditionally. This is my person, head over heels about this individual right here. 95% of people will never have that. Most people that get it will pass it up. You know, I could see how that happened, you know. You imagine the one person where they're gonna love you unconditionally. For you, it was like, yeah, she ain't really my type. Me not in a them the kind of. Me like my woman them look a certain kind of way. And you just passed up who was gonna love you for life, for real, for real. You know, I'm not into those kind of guys. They ain't really my type. I'm just, you know, I'm waiting for somebody to edit out this part of my video. I'm not really into those kind of guys. But tell us that SOUFLOTV about one long time. See here, the proof. The boy I talk about, he's not really into those kind of guys. I'm waiting for somebody to do that. Lovely Aneka. Morning, family. Thank you for being here. Lovely Aneka just entered the chat. go ahead and click on her name, go over to her content and support that channel as well. Spread the love, keep it in the family. Cal Robinson says, true love, 30 plus years and counting. True love is worked on. It does not arrive at your doorstep. That's the word. It's worked on. It doesn't arrive at your doorstep. It's sad to know that 95% of people will never find it though. Like they'll never be able to keep it. They will only 5% will recognize it, keep it, nurture it, and live in it for life. Only 5%. So you see, one time we see that old couple there, when them I said they do the before and after pictures, and this is them at 17 and 20 or 19 and 30 or 15 and whatever the age they were, and this is them now at 99, and you're like, oh, I want to love like that. You're probably not gonna have that. I'm not telling you to give up on love. I'm just telling you your statistics says you're probably not gonna have that. Right now, me hear somebody I said, that's okay. I'll just be alone. Or me hear somebody I said, that's okay. I'll just be whoring and touring till I die. Hey, Chris H, good morning. Thank you for being here. All right. I want to make sure I stand up on the right side. I love here. I think it gets harder to find real love, though, as you get older. Yeah. Because everybody already been hurt like 100 times, and everybody already been disappointed, and everybody already live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning. Hold on, let me can't hear. Wait there. Something off. Oh, okay. Watch out. The phone the weird on this. So. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you hear me clearly?
There, loud and clear. Talk to it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, nowadays, you know, if you want somebody to love you, you got to post their pictures on your timeline and so on. Then so that show that you love them.
That's all like picnic.
No, man, big people do it.
Big people do them something there?
Yeah, man, you know, them check your DM and say if you post them for birthday or Valentine's. So sometimes nowadays you have to block certain up to all side trick while you post them up.
But think how only picnic do them things there.
But sometimes these women don't even realize that even from vegan bottle, you have a picture of cockroach.
Yeah. Miriam. Yeah, that boy had no sense. Yeah, no sense. No sense. Even for vegan bottle, you have roach picture. Yeah, we still a laugh from the first one about Monday. Yeah, that changed the channel for TV with the big toe. I thought on your TV with the big toe.
Yeah, man, so when they go and talk about say you can post picture and you know put a picture on timeline and so on, then just not the posting picture no mean say you love somebody.
Wait there, as somebody I pressure you to post them picture, bro, you know what I'm posting.
Come on, man.
You know, I give big speech, but remember saying you don't post somebody's picture. It doesn't say I don't love you. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, that no brought up see. Remember say roach picture and for vegan bottle. I true you know. I true. I don't want you to post me nowhere. I want you to tell me you love me. But I not even want you to tell me you love me neither. I actually want you to show me say you love me. You know, actions speak louder than words. So people out there will tell you them love you whole day. So wicked people to you, you know. Them have one knife ready for you as soon as you turn around, them just jam it in your backbone. And they're the most, I love you so much, I love you, I really love you, I love you. They hear I love you every 2 minutes. And as you turn your box up, So yeah, action speak louder than words, yeah, man. Just show me say you love me. Jerome, please, you have no idea. You're full of jokes. Eh? And the jokes them just flow out naturally, but man, they are here that I turn on your TV with him big toe. I laugh because instantly in my mind I remember the TV when we used to have the channel then we have to hold so turn, 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 turn. Imagine a brother there in your yard when you not home and I feel him told them we use change the channel for your TV. Anyhow, so tonight, shout out to my New York family, shout out to my Brooklyn family. Brooklyn is in the building tonight, boy. It's about to be pandemonium in New York City tonight. I think Vybz Kartel must like, I don't know, if you do things and then years later, it becomes more relevant than ever before. What you call that? That's like a person with unusual foresight, right? That's like somebody with an unusual foresight in to be able to see that far ahead. I'm just lucky and the universe just line up everything for him. Because we can't explain Brooklyn Anthem. Think about this. The man hadn't been to the US in over 20 years, over 2 decades, right? I go look up this morning when Brooklyn Anthem was made, and it was made a long time ago. A long, long time ago. Whoever born when Brooklyn Anthem was made is a grown person now. Now, tonight, Vybz Kartel, you know the journey already. 13 years in prison, bust off the case, completely exonerated, get paperwork, flies into the US. He was on Angela Yee show yesterday. He was on Hot Night. Oh, this morning. I'm gonna watch it when we're done. He's right now over there with Charlemagne them. He was on Hot 97. Right. He's on this. No, he was on Hot 97 yesterday. He's with Charlemagne them this morning. Charlemagne and DJ Envy them this morning. Right. So I'll catch that. He making the rounds. And you know what's so good, yo? He is in the company of people like Busta Rhymes. Yo, Busta Rhymes is like a king in Brooklyn. So if you have to love dancehall and love and understand the words and the music. 105.1 this morning, my bad. I know 105.1. Yeah, the Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club. Thank you, Aneka. Lovely Aneka. The Breakfast Club. He's at the Breakfast Club this morning. Now, Brooklyn Anthem. The words. When me are going to read out the words of the first verse and a half, please don't take so much to the curse words. If you don't like curse words, you can leave now, but keep it all in context that is just a song. When Kartel flew into New York, I probably made the first comment on there, and I said, the starting to this song, not knowing, right? All I said was, this man from 90s, and as soon as I said that, it's like everybody just start hit the like on this man from 90s, everybody start hit the like on it. Hold on there. Live on the air with SOUFLO, good morning.
Morning, SOUFLO. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, good morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I'm in New York City, but I'm not.
Well, do you have us on speaker or Bluetooth?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's better?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I live in New York. I'm in Queens. I'm in Far Rockaway. I'm not going to the concert tonight, but I know a lot of people that's going.
Mm-hmm.
And I see you were saying that a couple of things that he was being interviewed on.
Mm-hmm.
You missed one. He was on ABC News Live with Lindsay Davis.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you missed that one so slow.
I'm writing it down right now.
That comes on. You gotta go check it out. That ABC News Live. It comes on like about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
Damn, he making the rounds.
Yeah, so he was on ABC News Live.
Huge platform.
With Lindsay Davis.
Huge platform.
Yes, check it out. Check
All
it
right,
out. Go check it out. Because I'm listening to you and I said, oh my God, SoFlo missed that one right there.
Yeah, I will. I'll check it out. I will for sure check it out.
All right then.
All right, big up.
All
Thank
right
you.
then. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Okay, one love.
One
okay?
love.
All right.
Yeah, them kind of big platform there. That is what is up. That was a quick interview. It was a quick interview, just like how whatchamacallit interview was quick. Lisa Evers. I enjoyed the Lisa Evers interview. I told y'all already why too. Cause Lisa was like invested in, bringing the story to the world and getting the eyes of the world to see what was really going on in the cartel case. Like Lisa Evers, man. Lisa Evers deserves a whole heap of respect. I think she could get her honorary Jamaican card now. Some people when we said they're invited to the cookout, she welcome to the cookout now for sure. Lisa Evers. Lisa Evers. I can't say enough. And again, of course, Shaq and Wiz, the couple from JA Radio TV, because they're the ones that initiated that ball to be rolling in that motion as well. Give people them credit which part it's due. Saying Nancy, big up Lisa Evers. She a real one. Absolutely. Lisa Evers could have come on now. She could have easily been like, yeah, no. I'll just wait to see what the outcome is. She jumped in there like a champion from the beginning. Like she really extended her platform to where, remember, she had ISAT on there. ISAT was explaining everything. Remember, she even did an interview with Sidem as well. You know what I mean? So to humanize Kartel instead of the demonic picture they had painted of this individual, who he is. And Sidem's own was called To Know Adi is to Love Him. Right? Right. Trust me, all this goes very, very far. All this goes. Lisa, yeah, BM. Lisa is been down with street soldiers from way back when. She's intricate to the hip hop community as well. But yeah, that song here tonight. This song tonight. I think Vybz Kartel is going to have to wheel this up like 10 million times in there. Angela Yee asked him yesterday, so you're gonna do the Brooklyn anthem? And he was like, oh yeah, for sure. She was like, you're gonna have to like, he was like, what, like bring it back, rewind it? She's like, yeah. She said, how many times you gonna do it? He said, I don't know, probably like 2, 3, 4 times. I think he might gonna have to probably like wheel that up a couple of times in there. The reason why, if you ever lived in Brooklyn, or if you live in New York, yeah, good. If you ever lived in Brooklyn, this song, and to think about when him write this and how it is now, it's like this man spoke this into existence kind of thing, like this will be the song for that day that when that day comes. And it's going to be a big platform, and that song you are going to lead the way. Remember, we're not, like Kartel said, him put on him gun them. This has nothing to do with no guns. I'm not encouraging nobody to pick up no guns no more. He's dealing with his children and God and family and his career, talking about prosperity and long life. So we are mature men, grown women and men who can listen to and lead by example. So the younger ones who are watching us can know, say, yeah, they met gun music, them listen to gun music, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are promoting you going out here killing somebody or nothing. It's entertainment. Just like how when you watch the Hollywood stars and your favorite shoot 'em up movie, right? And they get on screen and kill 10 people before the movie is over. The same thing. It ain't us saying that's what you're supposed to do. It's a fleeting moment that will pass, and it's just entertainment. Take it as that. Without all the long explanation, though. Me done. So Kartel is at the Barclays tonight. Pandamonium in Brooklyn tonight. And tomorrow night, because they did a 2-part. He said they wanted to do a 3-part, but he was like, oh, hell no, we can't do 3 nights in a row. Right? 2 is enough. So the Brooklyn Anthem, he said that's why y'all gotta learn the words, because it's gonna reel up in there tonight multiple times. The man said, this man from 90s, right? That's all. This man from 90s. you have to have been a New York person to understand 90s. 90s I used to be like Godman place, Badman place, whole heap of Caribbean people down in the 90s. Well, we're all over Brooklyn, really, but certain places have a certain mark to it. This man from 90s, Machiavelli make you know what a hollow point is. Boy, never mind him bumbleclot business. Rev out your life like 7 Series. 7 Series is a BMW. Rev it out, right? It's like rev out your life like 7 Series. Gangsta will shot you. Gangsta will shot you for telling where the weed is. New lots, thugs, stick bullet like Wrigley's. You remember the Wrigley's used to throw your Wrigley's and you take it and stick it under a desk in a school and stuff, right? Ton of AK sing like Leroy Sibbles. Everybody knows that his name is Leroy Sibbles, but fit it in the Wrigley's to the Sibbles, right? Make that rhyme. This man from 50s and 40s. Who know about Flatbush? 50s, 40s, all the way back to the 90s, etc., etc. All right. This is going to tear up the place tonight. Remember me tell you. All right. Him said this man from 50s and 40s. Them man they bring beer rifle to the parties. Bed-Stuy. Now work with no feds guy. Bed-Stuy. Next. That's the home of Biggie Smalls, by the way. Bed-Stuy. Now work with no feds guy. Bust it in your face till it look like when eggs fry. You know, this Vanderveer, body fine with legs tie, tongue through your throat, yeah, Colombian necktie. 221st, put them men there in a hearse. What? Shoot up your turf, put the Benz in reverse. If you fuck around Church and Desert Eagle Church Avenue. Church Avenue is somewhere in Brooklyn where if you did that there back in them couple years gone by, Church active now, but Church was something else then, right? The man said, if you fuck around Church, the Desert Eagle, Kirch, if you run under your mama, up in there, me gonna search. The man said, we're going big at Brooklyn. Real bad man there at Brooklyn. Life get took in a Brooklyn. PJ, HK, SK, okay. Pussy, where you come from? This St. Mark's and Nostrand. Your head a bust like a gas pan. I'm telling you, the people in Brooklyn are going to be going crazy tonight, especially listening to hear Fidem part of Brooklyn, because it's a thing about Brooklyn where everybody rep their part of the city. It's not just you from Brooklyn, you're just from Brooklyn. You from Brooklyn? Yeah, what part? Crown Heights. All right, you come from Crown Heights, so you rep Crown Heights, right? Where part of Brooklyn you come from? In the bush. That's a Flatbush somebody. You know, where you come from? Down in the 90s. 90s bad man them there. Which part you come from? So this song, to know that he actually made this from way back when and the impact it's about to have tonight, right? Pussy, where you come from? This St. Mark's and Nostrand, your head bust like a gas pan. President, Union, have 30 AK when new brand, President and Union. So me used to go over from President, because them have a Jamaican restaurant we used to over there. Me used to go over there so go get my Jamaican food and come back over to the barber shop on Union Street. So when him say President and Union, have 30 AK with brand new, 30 AK with brand new. One shot, bus, kill 2 man. Try and Lincoln. Me used to afraid of Lincoln Avenue because Lincoln was wild as hell. And on Lincoln, our maturity brethren them used to there. And them boys used to get up early in the morning and get outside and make a whole stack of money before them even go off to school. Now talk about some high school youth too. Try and Lincoln, make shot kick boy like Freddie Rincon. In a boy head, shot a sinkan, bury him, for rotten and stinkan, Hilltop, Franklin, Flatbush. And he keeps on calling out the parts in Brooklyn. Franklin. I was on Union Street between Franklin Ave. Union between Bedford and Franklin. So right there, so right. Flatbush we come from. Back on for your boy. The man said Flatbush we come from. Bottom, for your boy, we're in a bottom. I see Bobby Schmurder. This is like Bobby Schmurder's favorite song. Anytime him hear Cartel or him want doing Jamaican impression, bad man thing, you will always hear Bobby Schmurder go, this man from 90s. This is the song that he's talking about. Another person that always used to sing the song right here, I always used to play it, is Pop Smoke. But he not here. He gone. So Pop Smoke ain't here to see this great moment that's about to take place. And of course, Busta Rhymes gonna be there with Vybz Kartel. I would be very surprised if Busta don't show up. This is Brooklyn. This is his turf. I'm already saying he's gonna be there, even though I may not see him for no flyer or nothing like that, or hasn't been confirmed by anyone. I'm just thinking this is not something that he can miss. So tonight, Brooklyn go turn up. All I'm gonna say to y'all is keep it peaceful. Leave all the guns at home, cause you know Brooklyn full of guns, you know. When me I live in Brooklyn, you know, and you hear countdown to New Year's, we're rotted. All you hear outside, and don't think it was no firecrackers. All you hear outside off a rooftop, them you hear the man them used to do a thing we call and answer. So you come outside with small arms and you go pew. Somebody else over there so go so boom. The next person bust something with say boom. Everybody is like quiet for a second, like, what the what him have? No man, that was so normal. Then you hear baba. Then you hear baba 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 baba. Say, yo, that man there wrist out like it must have like a chain on it. So you're out there. I'm just telling y'all Brooklyn culture. Y'all out there like guessing like a what a bus this up. You know, in Florida out here we have like the New Year's and we go to the fireworks show and you see the firecracker. In New York it was gunshot. Be a gunshot a bus. So me I said to the people them said tonight, let's show the world that we can have fun and we can talk gun talk and we can go out and enjoy ourselves. Please don't taint the scene, because if you taint it, you're going to taint dancehall, you're going to taint a part of cartel legacy, because I know there are the haters and we don't want the haters to be right. The haters them already are set for this, so them can go up on social media and talk about see that any which part him go, them kind of something they follow. Watch, look how the thing get shoot up. So please, Brooklyn, come out by your best behavior tonight. All right? Come out tonight. I think tonight I would say is the night if you see your ops, give your ops a pass. Street politics. If you see your ops, give your ops a pass tonight. Go the next way. This ain't the venue for it. All right? This ain't the venue for it. Make we look good so we can continue to do things like this again and again and again. And I look forward to seeing the footages. Please, everybody, phones out, phones in the air, clear it off, make space, get ready for record, because I want to see all of what you got to offer. All right? And with that said, tonight is your night. Tonight is your night. We are going to get our turn too, but tonight is your night. Enjoy it, and I know it's going to be enjoyable. All right? Sharon Dickinson says, my brother will be there. Sorry, I will not be there. It's going to be something else. Ocean Ave, Trinity L Bay, Ocean Ave and Prospect Park, right round the corner from Flatbush. Boom, boom. It's going down tonight. It's going tonight. I'm big up to Vybz Kartel, so I'm big up to Busta. I hope Busta Rhymes really is there, because, you know, and bring a certain kind of energy. And you already know. You already know. The Caribbean people, them in the house, boy, that is the first place. Let me close this by saying this. If you ever been to somewhere, if you've never been to somewhere where, I'm not talking Brooklyn people because they know, but if you've never been somewhere where you see the whole Caribbean represented in that one space, go to Brooklyn. The whole Caribbean, they are Brooklyn, and is represented in that one space, right? That's one thing I miss about there, which tells me that we can live amongst each other and love each other, because our community them tight in a Brooklyn. Your brethren is a Trini, your brethren is a Guyanese, your brethren is a from any one of the other Caribbean island them. If you see a group a man a roll through, just know so you can probably pick every Caribbean island out of that group. And not just one bag of Jamaican man dead, right? Jamaican link up with Haitian, them link up with all the Caribbean islands are represented. And that's my memories of what Brooklyn is. So I know tonight is their night for real. All right. With that said, though, we're going to leave it on that high note. It's the weekend. Go out there and have a lot of fun this weekend, but be good. My grandmother said, if you can't be good, be careful, but it is best to be good. Because once you're being good, you don't have to worry about being careful, right? All right. And my grandfather, Mas Cleaving, God bless him soul, him say, I will see you tomorrow if God spare me life. Keep God in everything. When the prayers up before and go out tonight, too. Keep God in everything, all right? Go out and have a lot of fun, and then come tell me about it, those of us who were not there. I'll catch you on the next video sometime soon. One love. I'm out. Peace.